The stakes greater, tensions are higher, the lights brighter. Turn on Friday night. South Warren battles Daviess County. It's the Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Also brought to you by the Blowout Co., Edmonton State Bank, NCTC powered by Warren RECC, Aqualand Pool and Spa, Toyota of Bowling Green, Morgantown Bank and Trust, and Will Coker, your State Farm agent in Bowling Green. Let's go! Friday Night Lights. South Warren and Daviess County on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. Now, down to the field with Ryan Murphy and Big Hamp.
Welcome to South Warren High School here for your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Spartans hosting the visiting Daviess County Panthers for a 6A matchup here tonight. It's going to close out district play for both of these teams. And as we go into tonight's matchup, every week we've tried to bring you exclusive sit-downs with head coaches from at least one of the two programs featured on our broadcast. And tonight we got to sit down once again with head coach of the South Warren Spartans, Brandon Smith. Our own Big Hamp got to do the duties this week. So here's our exclusive sit-down with head coach Brandon Smith and Big Hamp.
Welcome to the Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Countdown to Kickoff. I am joined with Coach Brandon Smith of the South Warren Spartans. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good. Appreciate you having me.
Man, glad you was able to join us today, man. We're just gonna dive right on into this
Let's
now.
get into it, yeah.
So what I want to start out with is, this is South Warren's first year in 6A. And you all have started off very dominant. You came off with a great win last week, and that put you up to 8-0, and everybody's looking after you. With you all being so dominant, how do you all make the transition look so smooth?
Well, I mean, you know, the thing about it is, I really, in an odd way, I really don't feel like we're in 6A yet into the playoffs start. You know, it's kind of just been a normal season, you know, a regular season around here, and we do what we always do. We have kind of, I'm a routine guy, you know, I'm a structure guy, so we kind of do the same things we've always done, same format, and gone about it. But I think once the playoffs start and you realize, you know, these are different teams and this is a different path, and you got to worry about different opponents, and it's not the same teams you've been worrying about. I think that's kind of when it'll be like, all right, we're in a different class. You know, this is a new era type thing. So it's coming. You know, we're getting closer, and it's coming. And I'm excited for it, and the players are excited for it too. You know. So
when you look back to where you all started in the year and to where you are now, how have you all grown in mentally and physically?
Yeah, I mean, I when we started in July, I didn't know if we'd win a game. You know, that's kind of just my personality. But we have come a long way. We have, and we've had. You know, I mean, it was one of those years where we didn't lose everybody, but we didn't bring everybody back either. There was a balance there, and we have a lot of new guys this year in key roles and key positions. And so when you start off, it's a little rough and it's just different. You're just getting used to new styles of play and. But these guys have done a tremendous job of like the chemistry and the culture part of the team. And to me, that's the most important thing. You got to get that right before you get anything else right. And they've really bought into that, and that's been the focus. And I feel like we have great team chemistry, and they work well together, and they play well together. And I think that's kind of what's been showing up in the games.
I could see that, because a lot of people, you know, of course, did like, oh, South Warren's going to 6A. How are they going to do? Are they going to get beat up and all this stuff like that? But surprisingly, you all have dominated. Like I said, you're 8-0 right now. You have a winning program. How do you keep those guys grounded and keep their heads to where, you know, okay, we're 8-0 right now, but job isn't done yet? Yeah,
that's a tough job, and I think that's one of the toughest jobs for any coach is. You know, because they're teenage boys, you know, and I mean, they're you know, you never know. Every day is a journey, you know, and so getting them to buy in and to focus on, you know, we can't worry about other teams or the scenario or results. We just got to try to get better every single day at that craft, and we just keep selling them on, you know, it's coming. The challenge is coming, and we got to be ready for it. And if we wait till that moment, you know, that week, then it's going to be too late. So we got to do everything we can to be ready for that moment ahead of time.
Oh, yeah, and you definitely keep them ready for the moment, man. I see it every time they come out on the field, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, I don't know. But then they do exactly what South Warren does, man, and you have built a program that is one of the most respected in the state right off bat, you know, and it's one of the strongest programs. How do you keep the guys knowing that, hey, we are one of the best around here, but don't let that fool you? Because I know sometimes people look at a helmet when they walk into the stadium, and I know you felt it before, and they deflate. Mm-hmm. But then you got guys who come in and, you know, hey, I got this helmet on, I'm up here. How do you keep them, how do you have them embrace what's going on right now?
Yeah, I think it's to your point. There's a balance there of, you know, you want the guys focused. You want them to understand what the weaknesses are, what we're going to improve on, but you also want them to play above their ability too. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's a balance. Every day our coaches do a great job with that. You know, they understand that balance well, and you know, really what day of the week it is and what period it is and those type of things of what the team needs and what that individual kid needs. And so I've been pleased with the progress that we've made in that area.
Before we shift on to one of my final questions, I want to ask you about Daviess County. You got a team that can score 30 points. They've been doing it this year, and that's kind of their average, and they could put points on the board. How are you all preparing and gearing up for a team that could be a very tough team?
Yeah, the coaching staff there has done a great job. You know, they had a rough year last year, and they got a new staff in there. And I really like the approach and the style he's taken of, you know, we're going to play to win. We're going to be aggressive, and you can tell that in everything they do. I mean, they onside kick it every single time. They're going to fake punts. They go for two every single time. You know, so their mindset is we're playing to win. You know, and you can see that has rubbed off on the kids, and they're very confident in the way they play. And it's going to be different than what we've played in the first two district games. You know, these kids expect to win, and they have an aggressive mindset. So it's going to be a different type of game, different type of mentality.
Man, I can see that already. I can see that already. Final question for you here, man. Seems like everybody is jumping on the South Warren train here in 6A. Again, I've talked to you before off camera about how you all have won, and how close you come in 3A when you came in, how you won 4A, how you won 5A. Coming into 6A, everybody's seeing your dominance. What do you tell all the Spartan Nation out there about where we're headed to into this season?
Well, I mean, I hope the trend continues. You know, I do. I think I like where our team's at, but I also know, and the players know, that, you know, we're the new kids on the block. There's the big dogs that have been there, and you know, and that's what we got to be ready for. We got to be ready for that moment when it comes.
Oh yeah. Well, I thank you, Coach Smith, for sitting down and talking with me today. And I really appreciate you, and I wish you good luck the rest of the way out. And, man, go get that state championship, bring it back here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Well, a cold chill has descended here on Sparta, and as has the night here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, as the Spartans are set to host the Daviess County Panthers for a 6A matchup to close out district play here this afternoon on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp, here with you, along with the rest of our Seven Mountain Sports crew, and what is sure to be an exciting night here this afternoon as the Spartans round out district play. Hamp, it's sure to be an exciting one. Glad we get to do it again here together. Yeah. The season's winding down. It feels like just yesterday we started week 1 over at Greenwood High School with the Cole Lumber Bowl, but here we are in what is effectively week 9, with 9 games so far in the season, and so far it's been a blast.
Man, when I did the interview with Coach Smith, I had said the numbers. I was like, oh my gosh, we're on week 9. Last week was week 8. You're right, and we're into the October weather of it all, and it's just like football weather. Absolutely chilly out here, man. The Spartans and the Panthers are going to go at it, and it's sure to be a good game, I'm hoping, man. And I know both teams are going to put both foots forward here at the end of the district play.
Now, we talked about the weather and impact that could have. This is prime football weather, Ham. This is what now. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that as someone who doesn't like the cold all that much. However, I will say when the sun sets like this and it's on a cool, brisk night, everybody's dressed out, everybody's out in their colors celebrating their teams. You pull into the parking lot and you could smell the burgers on the grill.
Yeah.
There's no other vibe quite like it. But how does weather play into a game like this and what's definitely been the coldest one of the season so far for these guys?
Oh, yeah, with them coming into this cold weather right here like this, I mean, because it's all of a sudden. Normally it's nice and warm out, and that's what it's been, and that's what everybody's been used to. But with this cold weather, you can tighten up a little quicker, stiffen up a little little quicker, and it could just freeze you up, man, and you won't be as mobile as you normally would be in warmer weather. So this could definitely, and playing on turf, I've never been hit and put to the ground on turf, so in cold weather, so I have no idea. I know what it felt like on grass and on dirt.
Probably doesn't feel as good, I would imagine.
It doesn't, but I don't know about how it's going to feel on this turf, man. I've seen people slide across. I've seen a lot of slippage on turf when it gets cold too in the years ago. But man, the cold weather can get you.
Now, obviously, it's a cold night, but the Spartans have been red hot all season long, undefeated their first year in 6A, and there's no doubt that they've come to play. Daviess County coming in here 4-4, Spartans 8-0. How do you look into these matchups tonight for both these teams?
Man, the Panthers come in on a tough situation right here, and the South Warren Spartans are definitely going to give their all on this one.
Yes, so as we get set for the rest of our pregame show, we'll go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll give you players to watch and starting lineups right here in your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
It's homecoming night here in Spartan Country as the South Warren Spartans are holding the Daviess County Panthers 4-4. Do the Panthers head into Bowling Green tonight, and the Spartans rolling on an undefeated season, 8-0, looking to extend that streak as arguably the favorites for state in the 6A region. It's been an exciting one so far as we look at your team comparisons for tonight's game. The Panthers and the Spartans matching up tonight, and what's sure to be a fun one as the numbers in some cases, especially in that points allowed per game, you can see both these teams really thrive on their defense.
Oh, yeah, man. Their defenses are the ones that keep them in the game. South Warren doesn't have as many tackles on the defense, but that's because their offense is so good, their defense doesn't stay on as much. But Daviess County really puts in work, man, and they really go after it.
Now, the Spartans, arguably, they've got the highest scoring margin deficit in 6A. That's the reason that so many of the media polls, the RPI standings, have them at that current number one spot. And Daviess County, obviously, they're under a first-year head coach in Quadarius Wallace. It's his first year with the program, and he's the third head coach that the Panthers have had in just as many seasons. So they've been looking to maybe find some of that rhythm and consistency, and sitting right at 500 as we come to the end of the year, they've started to find that a little bit under Coach Wallace.
And that's not bad at all, man. Coming in at 500, first year coaching, 4-4, man. Had a close loss last week, man, but they're looking to do well.
As they come into tonight, it's sure to be an exciting matchup. The defense will be something to watch. And one thing of note for Daviess County in terms of their player to watch, we had originally picked Ridge Roberts, that sophomore running back who's been a standout all season long for this team. Last week, 22 rushes, 22 times he carried the rock for 84 yards, 2 touchdowns of his own, 13 on the season. But tonight, as you can see there on your screen, not dressed to play on the field. Unsure as to why, but the sophomore will be out for tonight's matchup against the Spartans. Their leading offensive guy, the guy who's been the one they go to on the ground, and he's been a strong performer all season long, he was our player to watch, and now he's going to be arguably the most impactful because he won't be on the field. Next up for the Spartans as well, and the player to watch, he's been the guy in the receiving room who has really led the charge over the last couple weeks, and that's Justin Capps, the junior. We've talked about Jake Carter a lot all season and mentioned him as one of the best receivers in 6A, but Capps has led the charge over these last 2 games. Last week only had 2 receptions, but 43 yards, including a touchdown for Justin Capps, and that's not including the week prior as well, where he also had a touchdown in that matchup. So Capps, going to be one to watch coming alive here in the later parts of the season.
Man, they have been doing really well this season, man. That offense definitely has been going at it. You got Caden York, Camden Page, man, and then they duel it up with the quarterback situation there with Chase Bell and Camden, man. And it's just the offense is just something special to watch here at South Warren.
Yes, it's 17 receptions on the year for Capps, a little over 350 yards. The stats may not jump off the page, but as the season's winding down, if you're head coach Brandon Smith, you want to know you have players in multitude that you can rely on in a lot of position groups, and that's something he's pushed despite several injuries that have plagued them as of late.
Oh, yeah. Every time there's somebody that goes down, he has somebody to come right back up and take their place, man, and play as if they've been doing the same thing all along. It's almost in sync, as we watched earlier, both Bell and Page even. They were in sync throwing in practice, man. So everything they do, you can see they work as a unit, man, and just make everything move just like a great machine.
Now, we've talked about the players to watch, and with Ridge Roberts now being sidelined for this game, that's obviously going to have a huge impact on maybe how the Panthers offense operates throughout the majority of this game. Hamp, what do you see as maybe the keys to the game for Daviess County? Daviess
County may have to go to Jace Hunter. They may have to start putting the ball in the air a little bit. He's got 563 yards with 6 touchdowns on the year, and I would say he would be the next man up to take charge over the offense if they can get him the ball.
It'll be all about maybe trying to get that run game going with another underclassman. Perhaps Roberts as a sophomore was, maybe a little bit shocking seeing as big of numbers as he's put up as a sophomore, but hopefully have somebody kind of waiting in the wings. Coach Wallace, no doubt, going to have a plan for that. But as you mentioned, Jace Hunt in that receiving game is going to be huge, but South Warren has been so strong in the pass game, averaging over 200 yards through the air every single night that they go out and play. They've been strong, and that's just kind of the system that Brandon Smith has created over the last 12 years here.
Oh yeah, they're like the military, land, sea, or air. It's Marines with the Spartans, man. Extremely military minded, man. The way they do things, so like you said, on the ground, in the air, they're doing it all, man. In the defense, you know how rough they get, man. You know how rough they can get.
Now, as last season's wind down, there's several matchups going on throughout the region that we'll continue to keep score updates with. First off, it'll be Bowling Green at Grayson County. They are on the road. They can lock up that district title tonight, Hamp, with that win against Grayson County. Greenwood will be heading down to Rocky Top. They'll be at East Robertson, Tennessee for a matchup tonight. Barron County will be just across town at Warren Central. Warren East making the trip a county over to Logan County for a 4A matchup. Allen County Scottsville will be at Franklin Simpson. Edmondson County will be at Glasgow. Jackson Arnett trying to keep that undefeated season alive. And Butler County will be at Adair County. We'll try to give you those updates throughout the game as possible. We'll give you halftime scores as well. And Hamp, I think we've seen Bowling Green play several times this year. I know you've got a little bit personal stakes with the Purples, but how do you foresee maybe that Bowling Green-Grayson County game playing out?
Man, if Bowling Green does what they always do with Grayson County, man, they'll go in there and they'll take care of business. It's always this part of the year. No matter how Bowling Green starts out, it's always this part of the year where they always seem to blossom and take charge, man, and this is no different right here. I fully believe that Bowling Green will win district tonight against Grayson County.
Now, of course, also at 5A, Warren Central, Barron County, that's one that I'm really keeping my eye on as one that could be a really close game just across town. You've got two different styles of an offense. You got the wing T versus the air raid. That's going to be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, that game right there is definitely going to be a good one to watch, a good one to take a look at. Warren Central, they're coming into their own right now, and man, they're doing their thing and trying to get things going. This is coach's second year, so they're buying into the program. And like you said, Barron County, they're still tough too, so it's going to be a good one.
Now we've talked about these two teams and the the seasons that they've had coming into tonight, but they've really not met on a whole lot of different occasions all time.
Man, it's been a long time. It's been over 10 years, over 10 years now since they've seen each other. But their first meeting since Coach Smith was back in 2014, but they've met 3 times. Their record is 1-1. In 2013, the Panthers won the first meeting 8-3, a real close one there. And then the Spartans come up the next year and they win 23-12, still a close game right there. I don't know if we're expecting the same outcome this time around, but this third time I think that South Warren just might take the lead in the series.
South Warren looking to take the lead in the series. Again, first time that these two teams have seen each other in 11 years, which seems shocking to say, but now with both of them being 6A, I'm sure we're going to see these two go at it for many years to come, and it'll be an exciting matchup as Daviess County continues to try to find their rhythm. And as we look ahead to this game tonight, we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups. Band is currently out on the field with a performance for homecoming. We'll start with your away starting offense for Daviess County. On the offense at quarterback, it'll be number 12, the senior Garrison Barker. And we had Ridge Roberts starting at running back. We'll try to see what that update will be once the game gets going, and we'll let you know he is not dressed and not playing tonight as of right now. In the receiver core in the starting lineup, number 0, Jace Hunt, the senior, number 4, Hudson Foreman, also senior, and number 29, Trayson McGrath, the sophomore, who has put in a lot of quality moments on defense, a couple interceptions on the defensive side for McGrath. At tight end, number 2 is Hunter Corbin, the senior. At number 65 for the offensive line at left tackle is Cannon Clark. The sophomore, number 66, Weston Kassinger, is left guard. At center, number 60, Carson Wright, the senior. At right guard, number 56, Caden Tierney. And at right tackle, number 77, that's Grayson Rayleigh, the junior. And also on the defense for Daviess County in their starting lineup, on the defensive line on the edge, number 99 is Logan Cantrell, the senior. Defensive line, number 57, Mason Crook. Also defensive line, number 69, Gavin Vallata, the junior. Also on the edge, number 3, Josh Coffey. And in the linebackers, number 11, Jax Hendricks, the junior. Number 8, Isaiah Irwin, the senior. And number 28, Mason Vanover, the junior. And in the secondary, number 7, Jaleel Carter, the senior. Number 20, Lincoln Williams. And playing on both sides of the ball at safety, number 0, Jace Hunt. And number 2, Hunter Corbin. That rounds out your starting lineups. The Daviess County Panthers are coached by first-year head coach Quadarius Wallace, currently sitting at 4-4 on the season are the Panthers. And your starting lineups for tonight's home South Warren Spartans here on homecoming, starting with the offense, Camden Page, number 7. They call him greatness for a reason, 3-sport athlete, and holding things down at quarterback is the junior. At running back, number 2, Caden York, the senior, who led the team in rushing last season, continuing to do that this year. He's the guy who gets the ground game going. And wide receiver, number 1, Jake Carter, one of the top receivers in the state and in 6A, the senior. And at wide receiver, number 5, Tucker Sears, the junior. And our player to watch tonight at wide receiver, number 6, is Justin Capps, the junior. At tight end, number 12 is Griffin Reynolds, the senior. Offensive line at left tackle, number 58, Aiden Hines. Left guard, number 77, Caleb Wilson. At center, number 56, Xavier Wilson. At right guard, number 50, Bubba Woods. And at right tackle, number 55, it's Malik Butler, the senior, rounding out your starting offense for the South Warren Spartans. On the South Warren defensive side of things, on the edge is number 3, Will Mays. On the defensive line, number 52, Jaquise Smith, the junior. At defensive tackle, number 55 is Malik Butler. And new to this defensive line is on the edge, number 20, that's Clay Helton, the sophomore. In the linebacker room, number 29, George Kibawa, the sophomore. At middle linebacker, number 34, Cole Kuzma, the junior. At inside linebacker, number 16 is Takeyon Darden. And in the secondary, number 14, Corbin Logan. Number 8, Isaiah Bridges. Number 2, Caden York. And number 23, Riley Aller, rounds out your starting lineups. We'll step aside as the anthem plays here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
but it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia. During the Kia Fall Savings Event, qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back to Spartan Country here on the Seven Mountain Sports Network for your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Coin toss getting set to be underway. You can't see it just on your screen, but just off to the right side, the Spartans have a tarp that says, for the show, for this show, the Spartans will go. It's a homecoming theme for tonight as the Panthers make their way out onto the field. Spartans will be out shortly after the coin toss at center field. It's sure to be an exciting time here tonight. We brought you your starting lineups just before we went to break, and now you can see Ian Lewis, our man, up on the game cam, giving you the shot here as the Spartans get prepped to come out. We had fireworks during the national anthem. The homecoming festivities are in full effect. The band played during our pregame show. You got a little bit of pregame entertainment there from the South Warren Band. It was an exciting time as the Panthers getting ready to make their way to center field and meet up with the Spartans, and a lot of players for the Panthers heading out to center field here for the coin toss.
Yeah, I believe that's all the seniors.
All the seniors walking out as well. The last couple of games for some of these Panthers, as both teams now centered up for the coin toss at center field. And just judging by the current themes and the tarps and stuff, it seems like maybe the theme for homecoming for the Spartans is the greatest show.
Yeah,
on turf.
That's what I was thinking.
So it's like the greatest showman, but the greatest show on turf. It's a little bit of a fun spin on it.
Now, if they start singing some of the songs from the show, you know.
Oh, listen, it's gonna get stuck in my head. See, you've already mentioned it, and I'm already thinking about Hugh
Me
Jackman.
too.
Now
Me too.
now I can see all I've got in my head is Hugh Jackman singing now.
Wolverine on the big top.
Still going over the coin toss. The coin is up. And it looks like, I believe, the Spartans have won the coin toss. And they will defer to the second half. So as we've seen before, if I'm not mistaken, Hamp, I believe when we were here last, Spartans also won the coin toss, chose to defer to the second half when they played against Bowling Green. So when we come out of halftime, the Spartans will get a chance to go for it. And this time around, it'll be the Spartans moving from right to left of your screen. The Panthers will be moving from left to right, it appears, for the start of this game. The Panthers are wearing their full away white unis with the red numbers and the red chrome dome helmets.
Loving those
the
helmets.
lettering on the side. One of the best looking helmets that we've seen all season. The Spartans wearing their white pants, black jerseys, and black helmets with that signature gray Spartan logo along the top of the dome as the Spartans getting ready to break through the banner after they won the coin toss, chose to defer to the second half. And we'll have the first quarter underway in just a moment. Tonight's first quarter brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Pool spas and 40 years of trust. Aqualand is family owned and has been serving South Central Kentucky for over 40 years. They specialize in pools, above ground, semi-in-ground, and custom in-ground, plus therapeutic hot tubs, saunas, and cold plunges for year all-round comfort. Visit aqualandfun.com for more information. Hemp, I'm not sure I would need the cooling tub now, but a sauna would really hit. I think in this, the cooler temps as we're going to get throughout the next couple of weeks in these last weeks of football as the Spartans burst through the tarp. The greatest show on turf about to get underway as the Spartans take to the field. Fireworks going off in the background. Panthers making their way out onto the field with their own flags. The entire team running off from their sideline, or from their end zone rather, to the sideline as we're about to get things underway. Fireworks going off in the background here for what is sure to be an exciting 6A matchup here this afternoon. The Panthers 4-4 as they come into Bowling Green. The Spartans rolling on an undefeated season, their first in 6A. Hamp, what an impressive tenor that Coach Brandon Smith has continued to build here at South Warren over his 12 years with the program. Has never had a losing season his entire time as head coach of the South Warren Spartans. He's carried them through multiple championships, through multiple divisions. It's been a couple years since they've got that coveted state championship back in 2021 in 5A, but now they could say they conquered 5A, and now here they are with a new challenge at 6A, first year, and hopefully going to try to bring home that coveted state title.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely possible with the South Warren Spartans. They left off just like they did last year, man, and they're going full steam ahead. I don't look for them to slow down now or in the playoffs.
Kicking this off to get us underway for the Spartans will be number 46. That's Amir Selalovic. And underway we are for the Spartans. They send it off for the Panthers. That one's going to land back in the end zone. 4 touchback for the Panthers. They'll be moving from left to right as we sit to try to score, and they'll take possession of the football first. Spartans won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so we'll get to see this Panthers offense without their star running back in Ridge Roberts to start this game.
Oh yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how they start. If they're going to put it in the air, if they're going to start on the ground. I'm interested to see what they're going to do without their star running back.
Looks like Isaiah Irwin is in that running back position for the Panthers, and he'll slot up this time as a receiver. They'll stack 4 off to the far left side, 1 down to the right side on the near side of your screen. Here's the snap. Panthers flicking it over the top. That one nearly picked off by the Spartans on the first pass of the game. That was Takeon Darden who broke up the pass.
Put those big old paws in the air, man. That's what I've been saying all year. If you can't get to the interception, at least knock it down. Get those hands in the air.
At quarterback for the Panthers, it's Garrison Barker, the senior, who has thrown for over 1,000 yards this year, 7 touchdowns through the air, 2 on the ground. He's had 7 interceptions to go along with that so far this season. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. This one's flicked off to the right side off the screen and breaking a tackle. Gaining a couple yards, but not enough for the first down. Be a short gain and bring up 3rd.
That was a nice option play right there. I mean, he had 34 had a beam on him and was coming in on him over there on the far side of the field, but as he made the move and was able to slip past him, he got a few extra yards that he wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Jace Hunt on the run for a 4-yard gain will bring up 3rd and 6 this time around. Jace Hunt, we mentioned him at the top of our show, the senior, looking to make an impact here as wide receiver, 36 receptions on the year. Hamp, you mentioned it, that he's going to be one to watch without Ridge Roberts, and he's the first completion for a positive game for the Panthers this game. Again, multiple receivers off to the left side. Here's the QB keeper for Barker, who gets stuffed up the middle by the Spartans. They send him backwards. Looks like it'll be no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Cole Kuzman came right through there and said, you know what? Nope, you're not going to make this quarterback keeper and run on us like that.
So it'll be a loss of 1 on the play for Barker. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punt unit. 4th and 7 for the punt. The Panthers will be forced to punt from their own, looks like 20-yard line, or about 23-yard line. Of course, that's not accounting for where their punter will have to be in the backfield. So considerable ways here. Back to receive for the Spartans is Riley Aller. And here's the punt on the way from the Panthers. This punt gets to about the 46 in Spartans territory. Aller fumbles it. Looks like the Panthers might have recovered the football.
It's a fight for it. Down on the 40.
And the officials are going to say that the Spartans did recover the football. It was Jordan Bird, the senior, who jumped on top of it. And they'll hold on to the possession. What could have been a starting point at the Spartans' own 46 is now put them back at about their own 41. And it was good heads up there by Jordan Bird, who was able to get on top of it.
Man, I tell you what, those are times right there. If you're not sure, just start yelling Peter and move out of the way. Just start yelling and move out of the way.
Camden Page in at quarterback. They're going to slot him out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left side. 1 to the right for Page. It'll be a handoff to York here on the first play of the game, who finds a shot up the A-gap and is still breaking tackles all the way to the first down marker before he's brought down. Gain of 11 on the first play of the game.
Woo, I tell you, he was moving. But Corbin Hunter, he was on the hunt and was able to make that stop, but not until first down.
Caden York showing his swiftness. He's got 15 total touchdowns on the year, 12 of those coming on the ground, over 500 yards on the ground as well, nearly 200 through the air. Caden York's a do-it-all man. Could bounce off defenders left and right. You saw it there on that run. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Here's Caps in motion, off to the right side. Fakes the handoff to York. They'll pitch this across the top to Reynolds, who catches that one for a gain of about 6 on the play. And there's a flag thrown late. I think this may be for some late contact by the Spartans. Looked like it was potentially Xavier Wilson.
Yeah, unnecessary roughness, man. Yeah, I guess they were having words down there and just got to shoving at the line.
And it will be on the Spartans. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like it was on Xavier Wilson, who continued to push some of that contact. You see him there on your screen.
Now, you don't ever want to take a penalty, but I don't know if he's trying to get into the mind of the defender there, because sometimes you do that.
5-yard penalty will bring up 1st and 15 for the Spartans. They'll stack a heavy right side of receivers. They'll have Jake Carter down on the near side to the left of Camden Page. So it looks like it'll reset 1st and 10. They'll just lose those original yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Spartans' 47-yard line. Here's Page dropping back. He's got York to bail him out on the right side, but Page on the run, fires it across the middle. That's caught at the Panthers' 47-yard line.
Oh, he was smothered and covered out there by Jaleel Carter, but he still caught it. I thought he was going to have to knock it down.
9-yard gain there by Tucker Sears, the junior, on the catch. The Spartans team isn't afraid to share the rock. They've got multiple receivers they can rely on. They'll send Reynolds into motion to the right side. 2 receivers lined up on either end. Here's the handoff to York. He's going to head up the middle, try to use his blockers, bounce off a couple defenders. He'll get to the Panthers' 41-yard line for a short gain.
The Panthers are going to have to rely on their defense to do the gang tackling like they're doing. If they let York get open, you already know how it goes, man. He'll turn it into 3 gears later and shoot past them.
York averaging a little over about 5.5 yards per carry on the season. Spartans are going to stack 3 receivers to the left side. York along the left hip of Page. Out of the shotgun, in motion, is Mays. Here's the snap. Hand off to York. They're going to trust him to try to get those yards on 3rd down. Tries to spin off a couple of defenders, but the Panthers are quick to bring him down.
Yeah, he bounced out there to the outside, but he had a host of Panthers to get him.
So it's actually 2nd down now this time. It was 1st and 10. That go around off the switch. Gain of 3. For Caden York will bring up 2nd and 7. A little bit of confusion from the Chains crew. Here's the Spartans out of the shotgun. Carter in motion now. Around the back of Page to the left side off a screen. Carter drops the pass. It'll be incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 7.
Had a little pressure on Camden there and it kind of forced him to raise the ball up a little bit, but it was a catchable ball. It was definitely a catchable ball.
Quick off the screen was Page to Carter, who would have had some open field to run. And off that incomplete will bring up 3rd and 7 with about 8 minutes to go in this opening quarter. First quarter coverage brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. And we mentioned Carter and how he's one of the top receivers in 6A. It's not a pass you normally see him drop. Here's Reynolds faking the motion to the right side. He's going to act as a blocker for Caden York, who gets tackled to the ground quickly by the Panthers defense. Short gain to the Panthers 36. It'll bring up 4th down.
They got their eyes on York, and they know what he can do. So they are bringing a host of Panthers into those gaps and making sure that they close it off before he can get into the secondary.
Well, it'll be 4th down here. The offensive unit's going to stay on the field for a 4th and 4 with 7.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. They've got caps out there. Sears will line up to the left side. Jake Carter on the right side with Griffin Reynolds. Caden York along the left hip of Page. Here's a delayed snap. Page dropping back. He's going to have time to breathe. Sends it over the top to York. That one's tipped off of Caden York's left hand, and it'll be incomplete. A turnover on downs to Daviess County.
Man, I thought they were going to get that right there. You know, the Spartans aren't any strangers to going for it on 4th and making it most of the time. So this is one where they let it slip away, but they got to get it back.
You can see that one slip away there on that replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. 2 passes back-to-back on those attempts for Camden Page. 1 to Carter, 1 to York. Both of them just slipping out of the hands of those 2 intended targets. And Hampton, could you say maybe the weather has something to do with it?
It definitely could. Again, they're used to playing in the warm weather, and then all of a sudden we got another week and it's cold.
4 receivers stacked up way down to the right side for Daviess County. They'll have, looks like 3 up on the right side. This is just going to be a lot of pressure for the quarterback, who instantly airs it out down the right side. That one incomplete, overthrown. It was intended for Trayson McGrath.
It looked like there was some miscommunication on the route because he definitely overthrew him way wide to the 40-yard line there.
McGrath, the sophomore, was going to be cutting up to the inside, and quarterback Garrison Barker threw it deep out to the right side. They had no defensive line on that play either. It was just completely leaving the quarterback open on a direct pass. There was singular, they had the center, obviously, lined up there at some point, but it wasn't Carson Wright, the typical center that's there. But here goes Barker again on a standard play. That one thrown over the top, incomplete. Spartans break up the pass around the 40-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, the Spartans' defense, they're crowding everything. They're right on everything. They're playing a little more man-to-man, it looks like, and making sure they're keeping everything right in front of them. And where we at? We got 3rd and 10?
3rd and 10.
Yeah, they're going to have to, it looks like the Panthers might put it back in the air again. Without their star running back, it's making it a little more difficult for them to move, but I think they're getting ready to try to figure it out.
And in that running back slot is Isaiah Irwin, holding down the fort for Ridge Roberts, who is not dressed tonight. Here's Barker in motion. He's going to fling it off to the right side. He's got a man downfield, and it's gone! Inside the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Daviess County!
Man!
What a catch!
I knew it. They were going to put it in the air, man. I told you that's what they had to do to get the job done, man, is put it in the air.
Daviess County strikes first with an Edmonton State Bank touchdown. Hunter Corbin gets the TD. Take a look at this, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green.
Man, shocked the Spartans on that one. They weren't ready for that play right there.
That was you add the yards after catch, 65 yards to the house for Hunter Corbin off that catch. And it was by no means right in his hands. He went up for it, hauled it in, and had plenty of open space downfield. Nobody could catch him in the secondary. Daviess County first on the board, and they're going to go for 2 here. Barker's going to have his unit off to the left side. He's immediately going to be under pressure. They'll try to pitch it off to the right side. That one is grabbed out of the air, but it will be incomplete. So 2-point conversion does not fall through. But Daviess County leads 6-0 inside 7 minutes. They are first to strike here on the road. Hamp, would you have believed it? What a great play there for Daviess County.
Man, I tell you what, it's a shocker, and they got them on that play.
They got them on that play. They lead 6-0 with 6:53 to go here in this first quarter. When we come back, we'll see if the Spartans can respond here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Panthers strike first, and now the Spartans will get a chance to respond with a little under 7 minutes to go. They go for the onside kick. The Spartans scoop it up. That's Justin Capps, who was our player to watch coming into tonight, who ends up scooping up that intended onside kick, and the Spartans will pick it up around midfield. But let's take a look back, Hamp, at this touchdown, a look courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. I mean, you see Barker in motion. He pitches it up. This ball looks like it's almost overthrown, but he gets just over the top of the safety, and Corbin's hands were right in that. I mean, that was laid it in the basket.
Right in it. I love watching the tight ends go. And I believe he had a turbo boost button in there, a nitro button or something, because they could not catch him.
That was Corbin Logan, the junior in the secondary, who was on the defense there as South Warren trying to respond here from midfield. Carter in motion. Page forced to dump it out over the top to Capps, who catches it past the 50-yard line and gets shoved deeper into Panthers territory. Looks like the Spartans will have a short gain on that play, gain of 3 for Capps.
The defense are ramping it up, and they are Daviess County is turning it on, man. That touchdown has turned on the juice for them.
First reception of the night for our player to watch in Justin Capps. He only had 2 receptions last week against Central Hardin in what was a 49-0 shutout victory on the road for the Spartans. And if you're tuning in with us, there was an exhibition up in Lexington tonight. The Wildcats won that one against Purdue 78-65. A lot of Kentucky fans going to be proud of that one. On the run is Camden Page, who gets past that first down marker, it looks like, and they'll shift the chains for a blowout co first down for the Spartans. Gets them in to the Panthers territory past the 40-yard line.
And it was the tight end, Hunter Corbin, who made the tackle on that right there. He's playing both sides of the ball, so, you know, he's a big player.
Solid 8-yard run there for Camden Page, is once again lining up in the shotgun. Here's the snap. York's going to act as a blocker. Page flicks it over the top to Carter, who's got plenty of Panthers there on him. He's trying to dive. Looks like the football came out. Panthers may have jumped on top of the football. Still waiting on the official call from the 40-yard line from the officials. It looks like to me, Hamp, that the Panthers may have scooped up this fumble.
They may have. That ball squeaked out of there right at the last second. See, this is where I think they're going to end up putting replays in for high school, because that was close.
And they're going to say the Spartans managed to hold on to the football. The Panthers fans are not pleased with that call from the officials. As you can hear just outside the press box, you can see it there. Carter on the spin, and as he was almost getting tackled trying to break it, the ball came loose. But looks like he was able to jump on top of it. 2nd and 10 on the way now. And it'll be a false start for the Spartans. Looks like that was Xavier Wilson who jumped the gun.
Oh, the Spartans better start correcting these mistakes now. You know Coach Smith don't play.
The Panthers lead 6-0 with 5:46 to go in this first quarter. Brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. A penalty, their second in this quarter for the Spartans. That one from a false start on Xavier Wilson. It'll be 2nd and 15. In motion is Capps. He'll go to the right side. Reynolds on the left. He'll act as a blocker and shift to the right side. Page over the top. He's got a man downfield. That one's caught past the 30, or gets right to the 30-yard line, rather, as Jake Carter makes up for that fumble from last time with a big gain.
Yeah, he caught the defense lacking right there in the middle of the field.
12-yard gain off that reception for Jake Carter will bring up 3rd and 3. York's still out there. They'll bring in Will Mays, the junior receiver, out there as well. Griffin Reynolds will line up to the left side of Page. He'll have York on his right hip, Reynolds on the left. Isaiah Bridges on the left side. He's been a key receiver in short situations like this on 3rd down for big gains. Here's the handoff to York, but the Daviess County defense has come to play.
Woo. Tell you what, man, they are getting back there right now. The Spartans' offensive line is going to have to get it together if they're going to compete right now.
On the tackle was Mason Vanover on the season. 29 tackles total. Loss of 2 on that play for Caden York. And the Panthers fans on this side of the stadium cheering their defense on to a stop on 4th and 4. Spartans trying to convert in Panthers territory. They've not made it farther than this on the field in their 2 offensive drives of the night so far. Here's the snap. Page will hold on to it. Plenty of time to breathe. He's got a shot downfield that caps. That one's caught. Incomplete. He lands out of bounds. Turnover on downs to Daviess County.
Man, he had a little pressure. The defense was there. He got the ball up, but just didn't have it in bounds enough for him.
7-6, the connection just wasn't meant to be. As you take a look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green, Page had the receiver he wanted downfield, but Caps had to go up for it. Lands out of bounds, and that marks incomplete. A turnover on downs to Daviess County. It'll now be 1st and 10 from the Panthers' own 34-yard line.
Oh, the conversations that are going on over on the sideline right now.
2 penalties for the Spartans in this first quarter, as well as 2 turnovers. Both of those turnovers coming off of downs. In motion off the stump. Here's the handoff. It's like a little bit of a trick play going on here for Daviess County, but they're forced to continue to go on the run, and the Spartans haul him down, and looks like it possibly would have been a horse collar there. I think the Panthers fans saw that one right in front of the bleachers. Almost looked like a horse collar.
It did look like a horse collar. He grabbed him up right on the back of the jersey. It looked like he might have grabbed some shoulder pad with that too.
Discussion going on with the chief official here this afternoon. It'll be a loss of 4. That'll bring up 2nd down for Daviess County. They had that 65-yard passing touchdown from Barker to Hunter Corbin that really set in stride the Panthers. 2nd and 14 on the way. Here's Barker in motion off to his left side. He's going to let it fly over the top. That one was nearly hauled in one-handed by Jace Hunt. Again, nearly had a huge play on that catch, but couldn't haul it in. He had to go all the way up to get his fingers on that one.
Oh, yeah. He had the defense was right there on him, but he could not haul that in with that one hand. It was a great attempt, though.
They had a loss of 4 and then an incomplete. Will bring up 3rd and long. It'll be about 3rd and 15 for Daviess County. They'll snap this one from their own 30-yard line. Here's the Panthers on the stop in motion. Barker pitching it over the top. That one's hauled in. It's Corbin again. He's going to try to make his way past the 1st down marker. No, he's going to get tripped up about the 40-yard line, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, if he had just a little bit more room, a little bit more blocking, he'd have got that 1st down. Good job by the Spartans by making that stop, but it is 4th down. Are they going for it?
Corbin with 2 receptions on the night for 74 yards total. 9 yards that gain for Corbin. 2.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Coverage presented by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Daviess County going to go for it here on 4th down. Spartans stacking the box. In motion is Hunt to the right side, and a flag is thrown. Offsides on the Spartans. 3rd penalty this quarter.
Man, the Spartans, I don't know if it's a mental thing going on right now. I don't know if it's the code that's getting to them, and they're just off. The Spartans are off right now, but again, this is something that we're not used to, that's not uncommon with the Spartans.
That penalty enough to give the Panthers their 1st down. It'll be another Blockco 1st down for Daviess County. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Minute 50 to go in the first quarter. Here's the handoff. On the run for the Panthers is Irwin. He's going to head off the left side, and he'll get tackled at their own 40. It'll be a loss of 5. Good defensive play there by the Spartans. They stuffed out the play quickly and put a stop to it.
Oh, yeah, hit right out there on the outside over to the hometown bench. Made sure that he got absolutely nowhere. As a matter of fact, they said, let's send you back a couple of yards. How about 5?
And again, we talked about Ridge Roberts' absence, the sophomore running back who is typically in that starting position, and it was Irwin that time filling in his stead. Young running back. What a difference some situations could make, as once again we'll have Irwin on the run to the left side, and the Spartans forcing him out of bounds. Looks like he may have got about 3 or 4 yards back on that play, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They are definitely trying to get the run game going here because they caught the Spartans off guard on that pass play. So now they're trying to get that run game started, and it's not working out like they wanted to at the moment. But you can get the run game going by the pass game. if they just keep passing it a little bit. But the Spartan defense, they catch on quick.
Isaiah Irwin, no gain on that play from the looks of it. Will be 3rd and 14 for Daviess County from their own 41. Here's a snap. Barker dropping back under pressure, fires it over the top in the flat. That one too high, intended for Hunter Corbin. Incomplete, will bring up 4th down.
Oh, yeah, a few Spartans back there in his face, making the pocket a lot smaller on him, so he could not get the pass off the way that he wanted to.
Garrison Barker, the senior quarterback, he's averaging a little over 100 yards per game passing so far through the first 8 weeks of their season, the first 8 games of their season, as they'll bring out the punt crew here on 4th down. But the run game has arguably been what has propelled Daviess County to several of their wins and a lot of their points that they've scored this year. They've averaged about 27.5 points per game, as this punt's going to land back about the 35, waved off by Riley Aller. At about the 40-yard line, Spartans will pick it up from there. But, again, the defense has been something to be proud of for Daviess County this season under first-year head coach Kadarius Wallace. 3rd head coach in as many seasons for Daviess County as well. And you can see that it's just continuing to build this culture, but so far in this game, it seems the energy from the sideline is favoring the Panthers through this one.
Oh, yeah, and that's exactly what they need right now in the defense. Corbin Hunter, who is their lead tackler on the year, is definitely stepping it up and getting the team together.
Spartans back out on the field. Camden Page started at quarterback, and now in is the sophomore phenom Chase Bell, one of the top-ranked quarterbacks in his class by 24/7 Sports. On the run that time around was Isaiah Bridges over the right side. Looks like he got tripped up past the 40. It'll be a short gain.
I got a little confused on that play right there. That toss, reverse, man. It's just often confusing.
6-yard gain that time around for Isaiah Bridges. Off the pitch, final 30 seconds of the quarter. Chase Bell in at quarterback. Lined up to his left hip will be Jameer Boards, the sophomore running back. 15 seconds to go. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Boards. Boards going to bounce off to the right side. Still hurdles a man past the 1st down marker, past the 45. Gets to about the 43-yard line in Panthers territory, and it's enough to move the chains for a blowout co 1st down.
That's how you move the ball right there. When you're running, don't stop those legs from moving.
About a 16-yard run there, it looked like, for Boards. And that will bring an end to the first quarter. And it's Daviess County on the road that leads it 6-0 after one. Stay with us, because when we come back, we'll have all your action for the rest of this first half right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait. The dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Welcome you back here to your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp here with you for the start of the second quarter. Daviess County leads 6-0 over the South Warren Spartans here on their homecoming night. Flags thrown. Looks like that will be a false start on the offense once again. Hamp, if I'm not mistaken, that's 4 penalties through the first quarter and not even time taken off the clock to start the second, and we already got 4 penalties for the Spartans.
This looks like week 2 or 3. Right now, the way that the penalties are going for the Spartans, they are calling the calls. The linemen should be still.
Jameer Boards lined up in the backfield behind Chase Bell, who's now in at quarterback. Camden Page started the game, and they'll hand it off here to Boards, who's got a shot up the A-gap to the right side. He'll cut back up the inside, trying to make to that first down marker, and he continues to spin his way to the 20-yard line. What an effort from Jameer Boards.
Man, he hit 1, 2, 3, 4, bouncing off of him.
Just continued to bounce. Take a look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. What an effort this was. From the 48-yard line, gets down all the way at the 21.
Looked like he was the ball in a game of bumper pool.
It's a great analogy. That was a perfect picture. Here's Chase Bell. Reynolds in motion now to the right side. He'll be there as a blocker. They'll pitch it off. There was a whistle and a flag thrown. Looks like they're going to call off this play, and it'll be against the Spartans. It'll be another false start on South Warren. 5 penalties through first quarter, through 1 quarter and 40 seconds.
It's almost like they say, all right, man, we're too close. Let's back up. Let's try it again and see how many yards we can get. I mean, dangerous game you're playing here. They have to get the penalties under control because that's the very thing that could keep them from getting a touchdown at this moment.
27-yard run there for Jameer Boards. Before that 5-yard penalty will now make it 1st and 15 for this young core of Spartans. Chase Bell. He'll have York now this time around after that run from Boards. He's going to pitch it off to York, who's got some open field, but they'll pitch it off downfield to Caps, who's got plenty of space into the end zone. Touchdown, South Warren.
Perfect trick play right there. Pitch it over to the guy, to the running back or the wide receiver, and then he tosses it to a wide open guy.
Caden York, a passing touchdown. You can add it to the season for number 2. 21 yards, it looked like, to the house. Or after that penalty, about 25 yards to the house. Connects with who was our player to watch, Justin Caps, to get the Spartans on the board, and they'll go for the extra point. So with some trickery for the Spartans, Caden York gets a passing touchdown to Justin Caps, and the extra point is up and good. Spartans take the lead 7-6 to start the second quarter. Despite the plaguing penalties, the Spartans come roaring back to take the lead. Will Daviess County continue to respond? We'll step aside here and come back to see if they will on the Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on your 7 Mountain Sports Network.
You don't just work here.
You show up and you grow.
And to serve your customers well.
We're not just selling cars, we're selling careers and relationships.
Welcome you back here to your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network. Spartans struck back to start the second quarter after getting plagued by penalties. I believe, Hamp, it was 6 through that first quarter and 2 minutes into this second, and they come out with some trickery with a touchback there for the Spartans. Panthers will pick it up in their own territory then from there, but a little bit of trickery. A little pitch off from the sophomore quarterback to the senior running back in Caden York, who tallies a passing touchdown to add on to his resume.
Man, I tell you what, that play was very confusing. It's nothing that I wouldn't have expected, but it caught me off guard nonetheless, man, because like you said, as we were talking earlier, man, he's pitched it to him, you're thinking he's going to take the run, but nope. Cocks it back, wide open man downfield.
Caden York tallying a 26-yard passing touchdown onto his senior season here with South Warren as the Spartans take the lead 7-6 with 10:49 to go in the second quarter. And here's a pitch and a late hit there, but it's picked off by Caden York, who just threw that touchdown, and now he's trying to run it back inside the 25, inside the 20, hurdles another man into the end zone. Pick 6, number 2, Caden York.
Oh, you talking about a touchdown pass, then an interception.
Wow. Caden York throws a passing touchdown and then hauls in the interception and runs it back for 6. Back-to-back plays, both resulting by number 2, 12 points in 30 seconds scored by the senior. The do-it-all running back. You can't even call him a running back. He's a Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife all the way.
Allen Alec sends up the extra point. It's up and good. He's been lights out all season, and he tallies another one. 14-6. Your lead now for the South Warren Spartans here on homecoming. And as the Spartans take the lead, we look at a couple other scores around the region. Hamp, we talked about that Bowling Green game and how crucial it is for them to clinch the district title. 10:51 to go in the second. Bowling Green leads 14-12.
Okay.
Tight one. Tight one, Hamp.
I thought you was going to say 14-0.
Tight one going. And Grayson County just got a 95-yard punt return touchdown to keep it close. So, scoring update there for Bowling Green, Grayson County, and a tight fight for the district title. After one, Monroe leads Green 7-0. End of one, Clinton leads Metcalf 8-6. End of one in the Greg Howard Bowl, Logan County leads Warren East 14-0. End of one, Franklin Simpson leads Allen County Scottsville 14-0. Those are your scores from around the region. Spartans just struck with another touchdown, an actual pick six from Caden York, and Allen Alec finished it off with another PAT. As now the Spartans will send it back the other way. That's Amir Selhilovic. And that one will land in the back for another touchback. He's been pretty solid at that. And this is the first time we've seen him get action here on the kickoffs.
Oh, yeah.
10:37 to go in the second quarter. Spartans now lead 14-6. And it seems like, Hamp, suddenly that momentum is taking a sharp left turn in the other direction.
Oh, yeah. It's like they didn't want to have that conversation going into halftime. It's like they all had a conversation on the field and said, let's get this together and nip it in the bud now.
They had that first quarter break, and they were like, all right, guys, we know what this means. Coach Smith's not going to like this.
Oh, yeah, because you can never take any team for granted and thinking that they're going to play a certain way and it be different. Oh, my gosh, wow.
10:37 to go in the second quarter. And the Panthers are spread out all over the place to try to get a big play down. Corbin through the middle of the field. That one over the top is picked. And good coverage there from Riley Aller. It's incomplete. Spartans defense, they were playing a lot of guys back anticipating a big throw like that. And again, an intended target for Hunter Corbin, who had that 65-yard receiving touchdown earlier in the first quarter. It was the first one to strike, and it was a great play for Corbin, his first touchdown of the season.
Tell you what, Jacquez Smith is always in the face of the quarterback when they spread it out like that. When they have all the offensive line and everybody just spread across the field, Jacquez Smith says, I'm going to get the quarterback.
And this defensive line for the Spartans has been so strong all year. At least one sack as that one is swatted down to the ground by the Spartans defense. That was Will Mays, who scooped up in the air and I think threw it right back down into the hands of Garrison Barker.
I think that's exactly what happened.
And he tried to run it. He basically picked up his own pass, his own deflected pass, and tried to run it back up the middle, but no gain on the play will bring up 3rd and 10. So an insane series of events. 30 seconds, you had a 26-yard trick play passing touchdown from Caden York to Justin Capps. And then Caden York returns it for a pick six the very next play. And now Daviess County trying to strike back here on 3rd and 10. As he gets broken up, it looks like the football gets out. But it'll be a big loss on this play with Will Mays showing up big on the pressure. Loss of 6. And it'll bring up 4th and 15, and they'll bring out the punt crew as Daviess County will be forced to punt from deep in their own territory, basically from their own 10.
Tell you what, the momentum has been put in the backs, the battery has been put in the backs of the Spartans, and they are on go right now.
Looked like Landon Fenwick will be out to punt. He'll be punting this from Daviess County's end zone. Ball is up. Looks like it's going to land at about the 35-yard line in Panthers territory as Aller hauls it in and waves it off, and Spartan's going to start with great field position here.
Oh, yeah. I had a guy come in there and almost blocked the punt, and it forced him to kind of shift the way that he kicked it, and it was a shorter punt than he expected. Now they got it down on the 40, was it 38, 39?
Looks like 34. 34 yards.
34. I'm looking at the wrong part of the field. It's great field advantage for the Spartans nonetheless, because you know they can score in one moment.
1st and 10 for the Spartans from the Panthers 34 with 8:54 to go in this second quarter. Spartans lead 14-6. Second quarter coverage brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Camden Page now back in at quarterback. We saw Chase Bell in. Last time the offensive unit was on the field, and now we've got the junior back in under center. Here's Page dropping back. Looking across his right side. He's going to go in motion. Past the 35. Pitch it across the top to Caps, who drags a couple of Panthers with him past that first down marker. Count it. Another blowout first down for South Warren as they break into the red zone.
Great eyes on Page right there because it looked like he was going to run it. He had everybody kind of fooled and had a man right there underneath, and he just didn't see nothing downfield, so why not dunk it underneath?
Caden York scores back-to-back. Last time out for the Spartans, and now it'll be Jameer Boards in that running back slot in the backfield. He'll head off to the left side. He'll give Page someone he can hit it off to as Page cuts off to the right side. He's got Caps wide open in the corner of the end zone. Another Edmonton State Bank touchdown for South Warren.
Man, I tell you what, he had pressure, but he had a guy wide open.
Wow. What a pass and a play for Caps, who was wide open, uncontested in the back corner of the end zone. And good on Page to see the opening and give himself time to make the play. PAT now on the way once again for Allen Alec. Looking to go 3 for 3 on the afternoon. It's been some time this season since he's missed an extra point. He's 39 for 41 coming into tonight. You can add another one on that. He's 3 for 3. 21-6 the lead for the Spartans with 8 minutes and 11 seconds to go in this second quarter. They've really put it on now.
Oh, yeah. It's like they told him, he said, look, we're going to give you a chance here. We're going to give you a chance to get away. It's like one of those movies where you see they like, look, we'll give you a chance to go and we're going to hunt you. And that's what it seems like it's happened. It seems like the Spartans said, you know what, Panthers, you go out there, you get you one, and let's see what you can do with it. And now they just turned it on all the way, man. I think they're ready to go.
You know, we talked about Justin Caps. That's his second receiving touchdown tonight of the night. And that time from number 7, Camden Page. It's a 6-7 connection.
6-7 connection.
It's looking pretty solid. Matthew Clark
like
just
that.
shook his head at me.
I like that.
I had to get it in there. 6-7. I had to get it in there. It was calling my name. Just had it. It was better I got it out of the way now. I won't mention it anymore. Younger folks in the audience, you know what I'm talking about.
They know.
Spartan student section feeling the energy now as South Warren leads 21-6, 8:11 to go in the second quarter. This one's going to go all the way back. And another touchback for the Spartans. You really never have to question it with 46. He's got a great leg.
Puts it back in the end zone every time, and it's smart enough for the Panthers to not even get back there. Because even when it drops at the 1 yard line, they just like let it go on.
Let it roll.
Let it roll.
We're better off.
Oh, yeah.
Better off. You get better field position that
100%.
way.
100%. I'm interested to see if they're going to go back to the passing game and how the offensive line is going to hold up right here.
And it's interesting because we haven't seen a whole lot of typical plays because, I mean, as it looks, the offensive line stays extremely spread out in a lot of these moments rather than bunching up. And they look for that quick pass opportunity or the quick run. Here's the handoff to Irwin, who gets knocked backwards.
I couldn't tell, but it looked like he might have ran into the back of his one of the linemen or if it was just stuffed.
Looks like a loss of 1 on the run there for Daviess County. 7:45 to go in the second quarter. It's a 21-6 Spartans lead. Panthers looking to strike back. They had a big play, 65 yards to Hunter Corbin in that first quarter. They'll try to do that again. Here off the screen, it's caught by Hunt, but quick on the heat-seeking missile is the Spartans. That's Corbin Logan.
Corbin Logan, man, heat-seeking missile. He seen the chance for a spear, and he went for it.
So it was Jace Hunt on the reception, but it'll be a loss of about 4 yards off that screen. Be 3rd and 16. Spartans going to try to get another stop here and force them to punt it. Try to get good field position. You can see Caden York in the backfield. Or not in the backfield, in the secondary. Ready to defend. Barker steps up in the pocket. He's going to flick it up to his outside. He's got Irwin there on the run, who's now trying to break away past the 25. He gets back through to the original line of scrimmage, but it won't be enough to convert on third down. It'll bring up fourth. See if Daviess County decides to go for it here deep in their own territory.
He definitely gave them an opportunity, gave the kicker at least an opportunity to have some room if they do decide to kick the punt it off.
Isaiah Irwin, the senior, on the completion, getting a couple yards there. Will bring it 4th and 5. 11 yards, the gain for Irwin. And Daviess County taking time to talk things over here in the huddle as Barker sprints back in from the sideline. 3 seconds to go on the play clock. They're going to have to get it off quick. 1 second to go. They're not going to get it off in time. And a flag is thrown, but no, they're going to say they got the timeout off in time. Daviess County.
Ooh, they cut it close.
Their first timeout of the half. So Daviess County having to burn a timeout there with about 6 minutes to go in this first half. Prevents themselves there from getting that delay of game penalty. It would have basically put them back and made it 4th and 10. Oh, yeah, and that's definitely what they didn't need right now at this moment. But this is a good little break for them, kind of get it all together, figure out what it is that they want to do. Then they're no strangers to doing a little trickery either, and they do onside kicks, on the kickoff. So they're looking for something right here, right now, to get the momentum back in their favor. And, man, it's very interesting to see if they're going to do another spread. I guess it's a spread offense because everything is spread out. Yeah,
I mean,
truthfully.
The offensive line, the wide receivers, everything is spread out. So I'm wondering if they're going to go back to the air, if they're going to try to put it back on the ground again. It's just right now I know they're in that mode of, well, it looks like they're going to punt it. But, again, I don't put anything past it.
So it looks like they may choose to punt here unless there will be potential. We're never going to rule out a trick play. We've seen some crazy stuff this season, Ham, from all the different teams that we've been able to broadcast for this year. Riley Aller for the Spartans will be back to receive from the Spartans 45. See what Panthers have. And that punt is blocked. It looks like the Panthers jumped on top of the football.
Yeah, he got back there kind of quick. The I can't even get my words together. The hike on the ball hung in the air for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Take a look at this, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green, because Hamp, I know you mentioned that. You saw it there. It took a lot of time after the initial start of that replay for the ball to finally get back to him. And now the Spartans with really good field position, they'll start another offensive drive from the Panthers' own 21, just 1 yard shy of the red zone. So a blocked punt there for the Spartans defense sets them up nicely. Camden Page hyping himself up in the backfield with York to his left hip. Moving back, he's got plenty of space to breathe in the pocket. He's looking downfield. He feels that pressure. He's going to pitch it off over the top. Just shy. It'll be incomplete, intended for Caden York. It was a good idea.
It was a good idea, but he had some pressure.
Little Mahomesy.
It was.
Little Mahomesy there on that one. Matthew Clark has given me another glare and a head shake on that one. Now, there's a guy. Now, here's a guy. I'm telling you. Don't call him greatness for nothing. Okay. Tucker Sears in motion. He's going to be on the right hip. Here's Page. Hands it off to Sears. He's going to sprint off down the left sideline. Try to spin his way past the 20-yard line. Short gain there, go around. Bring up third down. I'm going to have our entire crew laughing here while I'm calling the game. It's going to be great. 5.5 minutes to go in this first half. Gain of 5 on that play for Sears. 5 for 5. Sears will now line up way down on the right side. They'll have another receiver, Jake Carter, to the left. And York will now line up on the right hip of Page. 15 to go on the play clock. 5 minutes to go in the half. Here's Page. Off the snap, they'll hand it off to York, who's going to head down the right side and create his own space down the right sideline. Inside the 5, into the end zone. Edmonton State Bank touchdown for Caden York, but there's a flag on the play.
Man, wonder what this flag is right here. He got to that edge, and he was gone.
He had a couple of blockers there. Will Mays gave him a lot of that time and space to breathe to head down the right side. We'll wait to see what the official call will be on the flag. Looks like it will be a holding potentially on the offense. And it will be a holding penalty on the offense. We may get a look at that here as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. You could kind of see it here. You just got to take a real quick look just above Caden York when he's at about the 5-yard line. Right there, you see that holding breakaway from the receiver downfield, trying to give York that little bit of extra time, and unfortunately sets him back. No touchdown. They'll try to go forward again here. Here's Bridges on the run. He cuts his way back up the middle, back up the right side, meets a wall of Panthers for a short gain. That'll bring up second down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, see, those penalties like that really was unnecessary. He really didn't need it, and even if he would have gotten stopped, a yard or two shy of the end zone, it wouldn't have made a difference. He still could have had the opportunity to get in there, but now we're in a situation where they may or may not get this.
Looked like a 4-yard gain, and that'll set up 2nd and 6 to the goal. Carter in motion. He's going to spin around the backfield. Now back to the right side. They'll hand it off to York. Checks his way left and right, cuts back up the A-gap, and he'll get stopped there for a short gain. Brings up 3rd down.
And another host of Panthers clogging up those gaps, man, trying to make sure that York gets nowhere coming into the inside of the field.
Looks like a 4-yard gain for Caden York, and that'll make it 3rd and 2, essentially 3rd and goal from the 2. Here for the Spartans. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Page, who has 2 backs on either side. They'll hand it off to York to try to finish the job. He'll punch it up the middle, and he gets all the way through. Another Edmonton State Bank touchdown for Caden York. Celebrating there in the end zone. 3 trips, or 3 scores attributed to tonight for Caden York. That time he does it on the ground from the 2-yard line. Take a look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. Punches ticket up the middle, and you can see he comes out the other side, standing straight up. So great work by that offensive line to give him the space he needed up the A-gap.
Exactly what he needed, and did a little dance there, a little dancey dance at the end.
Allen Alec, the extra point is up, and it is good. 4 for 4 on trips for PATs tonight for Allen Alec, who's been almost perfect all season long. 3:13 to go in this first half, and the Spartans have come alive. They now lead 28-6, Hamp, in this first half.
Well, this is kind of what everybody was looking to see that was going to happen there. That first strike that the Panthers got was a little shocker, and I think that woke up the Spartans and made them realize that, hey, we got to get things in gear and we got to get things going. We lose this game right here now. What have we been doing?
3 of the 4 touchdowns scored tonight for the Spartans have had some kind of contribution directly by Caden York. The first was their first score, which was a touchdown pass off a trick play from York to Justin Capps. Second touchdown of the night was Camden Page to Justin Capps again for another touchdown. So 2 touchdowns already on the night for our player to watch. And then you just saw Caden York again with another trip to the end zone, a 2-yard run for the TD. And he also had a pick 6 just before that is attributed to their 28 points scored so far on the night. A 28-6 lead. That ball rolls back for the touchback, and Daviess County will pick it up in their own territory with 3:13 to go in this first half. And just a stellar performance so far for the Spartans in what looked to be a slow start. A couple of penalties plaguing them early, even through the start of that second quarter. But Hamp, I think evidently, like you said, maybe that little pep talk between quarters has got the Spartans going.
Oh, yeah, got them going. And not to say Daviess County is not giving it their all, because they are. The defense are definitely tired at the moment, and the offense is doing what they can. But Spartans are just a little tough right now.
Here's going to hand off. They're going to fake it. Barker going to hold on to it. He'll try to pitch it outside to Irwin. That's Corbin, actually. They're set to receive. And it looks like it'll come up incomplete for no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He had old Willie Mays Hayes there, right there in his face. So it was hard for him to get that ball out the way that he wanted to get him. But he had a man right there, just threw it a little too low.
Will Mays has put a lot of pressure on the quarterback and got into the backfield quickly tonight. 23 tackles on the season for the junior in Will Mays. as well as 11 of those for a loss, including a sack. The entire defensive line for the Spartans that is starting tonight has at least one sack on the season, and they continue to put that pressure on. Here's the snap. Barker, he's looking downfield. He'll throw it across the middle. That one's caught. Looks like another interception for Caden York.
Caden York.
And it is his second of the night.
I mean, he stepped back, had plenty of time, man. I mean, he just missed his guy completely.
Hunter Corbin was running through there across the flat, it looked like, in the intended target, and just slightly overthrown, and Caden York is there to make the difference for another interception. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Spartans from the Panthers 41, or from the Panthers 39, excuse me. Inside 3 minutes to go now in the half, and the Spartans lead 28-6 and just retook possession off the interception from York. Chase Bell back in at quarterback. Jameer Boards lined up to his right hip. 2 receivers on either side of the line. Here's a snap, fake off the Boards. They're going to dump it off to Sears on the right side off the screen. And he's tackled quickly by the Panthers for a short gain.
That was good defense right there by the Panthers. Way to keep everything in front of them, make sure they got no more than 2-3 yards.
It's like a gain of
4.
About 4 on the play. Off that pass, the connection to Sears. They'll have 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. They'll have Caps on that left side, who's already had 2 trips to the end zone tonight. Chase Bell on the run. He'll get to about the 31-yard line where he's brought down. And it looks like that'll bring up third and 3. So Chase Bell, his first rush attempt of the night. He's had a couple of passes in there as well. Does a great job at taking care of the football. 2 receivers now to the right side. It's Carter and Caps. 1 to the left side is Sears. Boards on the left hip. He's going to have to pitch it over the side. A little bit of a miscommunication, it looked like, there for Bell, but he still finds Boards on the run, who gets the first down and then some into the red zone.
Man, like you said, it looks like it was a miscommunication there, but he spun around, able to dump that ball over to the, right left side. It could have been, but it looked like it was off key a little bit, but they made it work.
Hey, I don't know if have you seen the play from this NFL season where it's like Brock Purdy forgets how to fake the football to like one, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It may have been a little bit of trick like that. But here's Bell, who's going to pitch it off again to Boards, this time to the left side, and Boards just spins his way around defenders. He's like a tornado in a trailer park and just continues to spin his way inside the 10-yard line.
I love that. That was great.
I watched a lot of Cars growing up. I get the references.
I like that because that's exactly what it looked like he was in a tornado and he was just ripping them apart.
A little over a 10-yard gain there for Boards. After another solid run just before that to set him up inside the 10. Here's Bell. Pitch it off to the right side off a screen. It's going to be Carter trying to make his way into the end zone. Gets to about the 3-yard line, but the Daviess County defense brings him down. On the tackle is Jace Hunt.
Jace Hunt stepping up right there to make sure he didn't get into the end zone on that one. That like a speed bump on him. Made him stop.
3-yard completion to Carter. Sets the Spartans up nicely. It'll be 2nd and 3. 2nd and goal. Bell, direct snap to York. He's going to try to get another touchdown, but Daviess County moves around the line and brings it backwards. Good play defensively for Daviess County.
Mason Crook said, "No way, sir. Hold on a minute."
Timeout South Warren here with about 27 seconds to go in the first half. It's 3rd and 3 to the goal line. Spartans lead 28-6. Second quarter coverage brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Serving Bowling Green, Morgantown, and now Beaver Dam. Visit one of Morgantown Bank and Trust's locations today. Appreciate them for sponsoring our second quarter coverage. First half about to come to a close. 27 seconds to go in the second quarter with the Spartans leading 28-6. And from the 3-yard line, they've got a chance to put another one back on the board. They tried the direct snap to Caden York that time around. Didn't quite get the job done, but Caden York has contributed to 3 of the 4 touchdowns scored tonight by the Spartans, so you can understand why they'd want to give it off to their leading man. Spartans back out on the field after calling the timeout. 27 seconds to go in the half. Bell out there, quarterback Jameer Boards on the left hip. Receivers on either side. Here's the snap. Bell looking across the middle. He's going to pitch it across. He's got a man there. And it's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Warren. Another one scored, that time by Tucker Sears. The 3-yard passing touchdown complete from Chase Bell. Take a look at this replay courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. There was no doubt about it. Chase Bell had time in the pocket, surveyed, fired it right over the middle to awaiting Tucker Sears, who hauls in the TD. And now Allen Alec will go up for another PAT attempt. 3 yards. The pass reception, it's up and good. 35-6 the lead for South Warren with 21 seconds to go in the half.
Man, that play right there reminded me of the play that cost Seattle Seahawks the Super Bowl. That was the play where they were like, should have gave it to Marshawn, but no, tossed it right there. But it was an interception during that game, of course. But
didn't work out as well.
It worked for the Spartans, though.
They said they rolled the tape, I'm sure, in practice, and they're like, all right, guys, listen. They're like, this is how we're going to run it. This is what not to do.
Yes.
Don't be this guy.
Yes.
Catch it.
You have to catch it.
You got to catch it. It's a great play. Just didn't work. We're going to make it work. 21 seconds to go in the half. 35-6 Spartans lead. We appreciate you for tuning in with us wherever you may be listening, whether it's the Point Rocks app or website, or you're watching via our live stream on both YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate you for tuning in, or if you're listening over our many airwave frequencies here in the South Central Kentucky region, we appreciate you for tuning in here to your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Spartans will kick off this ball back to the Panthers, who will have about 21 seconds to try and respond to this 35-6 lead the Spartans have put up in this opening half. Here's the kick back to the Panthers. Ball's going to get picked up at about the 5 by Jace Hunt, but it looks like it's going to bounce off his knee. He has to scramble for it and scoops it up at the 11. And there were plenty of Spartans there that looked like they were ready to take advantage.
I tell you, I know what he was trying to do there, because the way the ball was coming in, his plan was to run and catch at the same time and just speed on through it. And it just, the speed of him running and the speed of the ball coming at him hit him in his chest, and he just couldn't hold on to it.
Jace Hunt trying to carry some momentum on the return, and unfortunately the awkwardness of the kick lands and bounces off his knee. Luckily, he was able to scramble for it and get it back at the 11.
Oh, yeah. I can see Jace wants to put the team on his back.
Here's a handoff. Looks like this is to Irwin, who's spinning his way past a couple defenders for a solid gain. About 8 seconds to go in the half, and it looks like this will run out the clock of the first half on that run. It will. Both teams will head back to the sideline, and the Spartans lead after 2, 35-6. Don't go anywhere. We'll have your halftime coverage right here from South Warren High School as the Spartans lead on homecoming by 29 points. Don't go anywhere right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait. The dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated. And from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
We know getting your car serviced isn't exactly your favorite thing to do.
That's why we don't treat it like it's just another job.
You want it done fast without cutting corners.
We get it right the first time.
You've got places to be.
So we move like your schedule depends on it, because it does.
Clear communication, no surprises.
Trust goes further than miles.
Toyota of Bowling Green.
We make servicing your vehicle
simple.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait. The dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back here to South Warren High School. Homecoming festivities are underway tonight, which means we've got a little bit of an extended halftime coverage for you here. We'll lead off with stat comparisons for both these teams tonight. South Warren started a little bit slow, but they worked their way up, especially through that entire second quarter, really came alive. 209 total yards, plenty of trips to the end zone. I mean, you can see it there. 35-6, the Spartans lead currently at the half. 117 yards on the ground, 92 passing, give or take. A couple of laterals in there, give or take. You could have a couple of mix-up in there. 79 passing yards for Daviess County. -5 rushing yards. That's been what's hurt them. We talked about the difference that Ridge Roberts, their star sophomore running back, could have made, who has rushed for over 700 yards this year, 13 trips to the end zone on the ground, and unfortunately negative in the rushing yards so far tonight for Daviess County. 74 total yards in that one. 2 first downs in that first half for Daviess County. 12 first downs for the Spartans, who put up a lot of consistent running the clock, running the football, really put them in a great position and continue to get those first downs. They got a lot of great field position as well, so which kind of stands out to me. I don't know if it does to you, Hamp, as to them having such a big difference in terms of number of first downs, just based on the great field position they had a lot of times.
Oh, yeah, they definitely had a lot of great field position. And the Panthers defense, everybody on there's not one particular person that stands out, because they have all, just gone in and are doing the very best they can. So it's almost pretty even with how many tackles everybody's got on the defensive side of the ball for the Panthers. When you look at the Spartan side of the ball, the standout is definitely Caden York with 2 interceptions, 1 one pick six. You know what I mean? So he's on the move, man, on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, you see that last stat there on your screen. Turnovers, Spartans had 2 in the first quarter. Both of those were turnovers on downs, and since then Daviess County has tallied 3. 2 of those being interceptions. One of them, Hamp, as you mentioned, that pick 6 by Caden York, and it was the play just before that where Caden York threw a trick play passing touchdown to Justin Capps, backs it up with a pick 6 and a return all the way back to the house. So Caden York has just been all over the field tonight.
Man, the true Swiss Army knife.
True Swiss Army knife. He's been the guy to watch. A couple of score updates throughout the region, because the most games around the region now currently sitting in halftime. Halftime, Bowling Green at Grayson County. They were 14-12 last time we gave you an update. Bowling Green 28-12.
There we go.
Now leading at the half. I know Hamp likes that
there
score
we go.
update. I knew he was going to be happy about that one. Greenwood at East Robertson, Tennessee, down to Rocky Top at the half. East Robertson leads 20-3 at the half over the Gators. Barron County, Warren Central. Hamp, we predicted it would probably be the closest game in the region. 15-14 halftime score. Trojans lead. Wing T, air raid.
Hey.
It's a great combination. It's a great combination for some exciting football. Into the first quarter, Logan County leads Warren East 14-0. That was our most recent update. Halftime, Franklin Simpson, Allen County, Scottsville. It's the Wildcats that lead 21-0 over the Patriots. Halftime, looks like the undefeated season is potentially going to continue. Glasgow leads 28-0 at the half over Edmonson County. And Adair County, the Indians rolling past the Bears currently at halftime. 21-0 their lead at the half over Butler County. Those are your score updates throughout the region. Again, we talked about those turnovers. Spartans with 2, Daviess County with 3. First down, Spartans with 12, and Daviess County only with 2 in that entire first half. They'll look to get their offense rolling and find some consistency once we return for the second half. We'll take a step aside. When we come back, we'll take a look at a couple of the highlights we've got and give you some more scoring updates as we get them from around the region right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, it sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
It's been a loaded first half for the Spartans. Plenty of scoring as they lead 35-6 over the visiting Daviess County Panthers. Spartans effectively wrapping up that district championship here tonight as they close out district and region play. They'll host Logan County next Thursday night, not Friday night, Hamp, to round out their season. And we got to take a look at some of these first half highlights because it was on a roll. Daviess County came out firing on all cylinders. 65 yards. They were the first team to strike for a score in this game, and you could see that huge pull in there from Hunter Corbin. His first touchdown of the season takes it all the way to the house, and you can see just what it means. They were hyped to get that one into the end zone. But once that second quarter started, it was the Spartans who came alive. You could see this here, a little pitch and a trick play from Bell to York to Caps in the end zone. Caden York tallying a passing touchdown during his senior season, and it would just keep rolling from there because right after the extra point attempt, a pick six for Caden York. He hauls it out of the air, and he's got plenty of blockers on that defensive team to get him back to the end zone. 2 trips for Caden York somehow, in some way, in 30 seconds of game time. And then you had Justin Caps once again finding his way to the end zone for another score. He was wide open in the right corner, just standing there, nonchalant.
Free.
Just free, nonchalant, just waiting for it to come to him. Landed right in the basket, and that put the Spartans up to extend their lead. And Caden York again, another trip to the end zone, punched his ticket up the middle. Great work by the offensive line, creating the gap that he needed in that A-gap to get him another trip to the end zone. And Caden York wasn't done yet in the secondary as Barker fires it across the middle, and Caden York down there in the secondary hauls in another interception, and that would eventually lead to another Spartans score. Right here, another reception, 3 yards from Bell to Sears to extend the lead, and the Spartans sit 35-6 at the half. What a time it has been for the Spartans that started off slow, wasn't looking too hot, especially with those 6 penalties through the first 13 minutes of play. But as soon as they got past that, they've been on the up and up. No penalty since then.
Oh yeah, it's like a different switch was turned on. You know how you got the 3-4 lights you got you got to turn on one for the light, one for the fan, and then one to work the wall. That's the way they've been doing tonight. It's like they turned on one switch at a time, and once they got all the switches on, it's just been lights out with Spartans.
It's like when you're in a time like now where you wake up and it's 30 degrees outside. Terribly.
Oh, man.
You gotta warm up your car.
Yeah.
It takes a minute to warm up your car. You gotta go outside, you gotta turn the key, you gotta let it sit there for maybe about 5 minutes. But after that 5 minutes, you let the heater roll for a bit. It's warm inside.
Ready to go.
You're good. You can make that trip to work. Call it the same thing for the Spartans. Getting a couple of switches, take a little bit to warm up, and once they got that going here on this cold night here in Bowling Green, they've been rolling ever since, currently leading 35-6 at the half. But we're going to spend these last 2 weeks of our regular season here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network embedded in Spartan country. Next week, we'll be here on a Thursday night, not a Friday. A lot of teams around the region have shifted their games from that Halloween Friday night to Thursday. So Spartans will be hosting the 4A Logan County Cougars, one of the strongest teams in 4A and around this region. They put up a great fight against the 5A Greenwood Gators and came out on top of that one in overtime off a trick play. Coach Adler has them boys right. It's a young squad. The Spartan squad is young. That one's going to be an exciting game, Hamp, to round out our regular season slate of games of the week.
Oh, yeah, and just because it's not a 6A opponent that they're taking on, I don't believe Coach Smith is going to say dial it back or leave any players out. I think he's going to go full steam ahead. I'm not saying that he's one that's like, I'm going to go for that. That egg at the end of our season and have that 0 sitting there, but who wouldn't want to go for it? Who wouldn't want to go for an undefeated season?
You want to go for an undefeated season. Last time that happened for Coach Brandon Smith and this team, they ended up going all the way to the state championship game, and they won that thing. They went undefeated on that season. It was their first year, if I'm not mistaken, in 4A when they won that championship. You could see across the way on the opposite press box those championship titles, 2015, 2018, 2021. If I'm not mistaken, that was that 2015 run where they maintained their undefeated status all the way to Lexington, where they ended up taking home that state championship, the first of head coach Brandon Smith's tenure here at South Warren, and that's only continued the success over his 12 years as head coach, and the Spartans looking to do it again here in their first year up in the 6A ranks. We'll go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll count down to return for the second half as both these teams will come out, start stretching. We'll talk about our expectations, give you those updates on games around the region right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated. And from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
You don't just work here.
You show up and you grow.
And to serve your customers well.
We're not just selling cars, we're selling careers and relationships.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Welcome you back to South Warren High School. Homecoming festivities wrapping up here in Spartan country as they lead 35-6 at the half. Clock's winding down as we return to action in just a couple of minutes here at Spartan Field. It's sure to be an exciting time once we get back rolling. Daviess County going to look to try to find that consistency that was lacking in the first half. But Hamp, so far, first impressions of this game, who stands out to you for both of these squads? Starting with the Spartans.
With the Spartans, Caden York stands out absolutely the most. I mean, he's been doing everything. He's all over the field. We already called him a Swiss Army knife. He's that type of Spartan soldier that you call in for everything. He's your what's his name? Achilles.
Achilles heel.
Yeah, he's your guy, man. I mean, he's the one that you bring out there to do everything for you. On the Panthers side, the one that stands out the most, Jace and Corbin Hunter. Corbin Hunter and Jace. Man, Jace wants to put it all on his back, man. I see it out there. I see the frustration in him because he's wanting to. I mean, he wants to end this game, with some momentum, with something going forward. So I'm looking at those two guys. Who, of course, Corbin caught the touchdown pass. I love tight ends. I don't care what team it's on. I love when people use tight ends. And use them right, and they used them right then. And I'm looking to see if they're going to use him again the same way.
Hunter Corbin's been a key target tonight for senior quarterback Garrison Barker. It's continued through much of the first half. Both those interceptions were targets intended for Corbin, just slightly overthrown.
Mm-hmm.
So Barker going to try to clean up a little bit of that QB play, throwing 2 more interceptions on the season. He came in tonight with 7. He's thrown 2 more, so you tally that as 9. Came into tonight with a little over 1,000 passing yards. They've got about 79 so far tonight through this matchup, so he's a little over 1,100, give or take now on the season. He averages about 135 a game. He's on track for that at the moment, but hasn't found those trips to the end zone that he's been accustomed through much of the reason. We've also not really seen Barker try to break out of the pocket and go on runs very often, at least, and he's a guy who's made his way into the end zone twice this season doing it that way.
He hasn't had a lot of protection because of the way the Spartans have been just drilling in there. I mean, that defensive line have been on top of them, and he's doing the very best he can under the pressure that he has coming at him. But man, I'm hoping to see him loosen up a little bit during this second half and try not to have the clock running by the end of the third quarter.
That's what they're going to hope for. They're going to try to bring this defense alive. Well, we talked about it at the top of the show and throughout the first half, the defense was what was going to stand out to you for this Daviess County team. They're strong. They have multiple players who have big gains for in the secondary as well. They got a couple of guys with multiple receptions. 8 different Panthers have tallied at least an interception so far this season. You don't normally see that many guys getting involved in the secondary and bringing in that many, but that 4-4 record just doesn't reflect maybe some of the stats that they put on the board this season. And tonight they haven't necessarily found that rhythm. They're going to try to do that more tonight. But the Spartans, you mentioned Caden York, team's back out on the field warming up. Spartans warming up on the left side. Daviess County will be warming up on the right side. It's the Spartans wearing their home black jerseys with their white pants, black helmets with that signature silver and gray Spartans logo on the domes. And it's the away whites, the all-white jerseys for Daviess County tonight in their red chrome domes with that red lettering. Love those helmets.
Love those helmets.
That's probably some of the coolest helmets that we've, I think, seen all season. They're probably one of the favorites. You just can't go wrong with red and chrome.
Oh, my God.
On a helmet. It's like the perfect color.
Oh, my God.
Western Kentucky does it.
I love
It's
it.
their best looking helmets, in my opinion.
I love it. That one and the last one they used with the
Zombieland.
Yeah, Zombieland. Yeah, I love that one. I love that one.
Shout out the Western Kentucky football equipment team. They do a great job, always spicing it up over the last couple of seasons with different helmet designs. You mentioned the Zombieland Big Red. They had
that one.
They had the Big Red position group helmets.
Yeah, I like that too.
I don't understand why that is not a yearly thing. I think that should be like a Big Red position groups helmets should be like at least one game a year.
At least one game.
I feel
at least one game. It's different. It's unique because no one else is doing that.
Nobody else does that.
It's absolutely a neat concept, and I agree with you. At least one game out of the year, just like the alternate unis in the NFL.
Exactly.
Give them at least one.
Give them at least one. If we can do the chrome domes every year, we can do position group Big Red.
Because I love the chrome domes so bad.
They're top 10. We got some of the best uniforms in college football.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Some of the
I
best.
agree.
Great uniforms on play tonight for both of these teams. 6A has been such a strong region for the last couple of years. Some would maybe argue there's some top heaviness to it, but when you look down the top 6 in the RPI and the media polls, you've got South Warren in there is kind of a unanimous number 1 at the moment here. Number 2, DuPont Manual. You got St. X, who's there at 3 in the most recent media polls. Frederick Douglass at 4, Trinity at 5, Ryle at 6. This is a stacked region where it feels like almost anybody could win it. They're all heavy hitters.
That's some heavy hitters right there. So all these teams right here, like their playoff is going to be absolutely great. If you look at it across the board, the top 6 you just named off there, that if they all meet up in the playoffs, man, and they should.
And that's not even looking at the top 10.
My God.
You're talking about 4 or 5 other teams below those that put up such big numbers and are so strong. I mean, they probably have a combined loss number of, I would say, less than 15 over all the teams in the top 10. I mean, it's so competitive. And the crazy thing is they play each other.
Yeah.
They all play each other frequently, and yet they still have such strong records. 6A is such – there's so many regions around here. I mean, really every region is so strong. We mentioned how we'll have Logan County and South Warren here next week. Logan County obviously a couple divisions down in 4A, but – they're just 4A's just as strong.
4A's tough. Been tough for a while now.
It's been tough. Warren East just across town. They've had some consistency over the last couple of seasons, losing that a little this year. But Logan County, they put up a fight, a really strong one against Paducah Tillman in the regular season. And if you're Logan County, you're going to have to go through them when it comes to the postseason.
And that's what you hate is having to go through some of those tougher teams. You're like, okay, we've been doing it. Give us a little break. Just give us a little help here. Just a little help. But sometimes you got to go through the storm, man, and just pull out on the other end.
Halftime score from Logan County and Warren East. It's Logan County Cougars that lead 28-8 at the half, and it's also Hart over LaRue County at the half, 42-14. So Hart County starting to come alive there as well. Caverna leads Ballard Memorial 30-0 also at halftime. There's a couple of other additional scoring updates, courtesy of our own Matthew Clark, our producer-director here tonight, making sure we get on the air and bringing all the awesome action here tonight. Ian Lewis up on the roof of the press box. He's battling the brutal cold to bring you the awesome shots, and he's staying smooth with it. We appreciate him. And, of course, thank you to our sponsors, Don Franklin Bowling Green, Kia, Aqualand Pool and Spa, Morgantown Bank and Trust, The Blowout Co., Edmonton State Bank, Toyota Bowling Green, State Farm agent Will Coker, and NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. It wouldn't be possible to get out here to the field without them and without you watching along with us, whether it's over the radio waves or via our live stream or via the Point Rocks app or website. We appreciate you for tuning in through the many avenues, Hamp, that we have for you to listen in. There's arguably nobody better who does it here in South Central Kentucky than this Seven Mountains sports crew. Second half about to get underway here, and it'll be the Spartans who get the ball first. They won the coin toss to start this game and chose to defer to the second half, so we'll see what the Daviess County defense can do. They started off strong, forcing a couple 3-and-outs. They'll try to do that again here.
I'm going to call an onside kick.
I wouldn't be shocked. We know they do it. One more score for the Spartans, one more trip to the end zone would initiate running clock. Daviess County trying to stop that from happening here as the second half about to get underway. Panthers kick it back the other way.
Oh.
And that one's caught at about the 35-yard line. And here come the Spartans on the return. Tripped up at the 45. That's where South Warren will start their first drive of the second half. On the return was the sophomore Dylan Fair.
It wasn't an onside kick, but it was a short kick.
Wasn't onside. It was a little short. Second half now underway. Spartans lead 35-6. Appreciate you for joining us here. After our halftime show, it is homecoming for the Spartans. Had a little bit of an extended halftime coverage here. It's 8:31 here Central Time in Bowling Green. The temperatures continue to drop. It says it's 50 out. Hamp, I don't believe that one bit. And I can tell you don't either by that laugh. It probably feels like 30-something.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, 51 feels like 32.
But the Spartans are rolling hot. 35-6 their lead. Here's Page the pitch, a little reverse sweep, and they get it to Carter, who gets the first down, and a little bit of change. That'll shift them for a blowout first down.
Tell you what, there is no short change of trick plays that Coach Smith is pulling out. I don't know if he's practicing now, trying to get things ready and set up for what they may have to do during the playoffs, but they put out a lot of trick plays today. Or it could be Daviess County's defense is just, staying on them.
11 and a half minutes to go now in this third quarter. Page back in at quarterback to start the second half. Caden York's going to give him a secondary option here, but it's going to be Camden Page on the run. He takes it for a slide, gets another first down all the way up to the Panthers' 25. It's about a 15-yard run, give or take, for Camden Page. They call him Greatness. Tri-sport athlete, plays in baseball, basketball, quarterback here on the team now, inherited that starting role from Bryce Button, who's now up at Eastern Michigan in his freshman season. Here's Page with a deep pass downfield, back corner of the end zone. It was intended for Isaiah Bridges, but a flag's thrown late. Potentially pass interference. I think it's going to be on the Panthers.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. He didn't turn around. If he would have turned around and looked for the pass, it would have probably been a little different because it was a catchable ball. If he'd have just turned his head.
Looked like Isaiah Bridges almost still caught the ball. If not,
yes,
he did. It was just slightly out of bounds after that pressure from the secondary of Daviess County. So that flag will shift the chains for another blowout first down for South Warren and set them up nicely inside the red zone.
Yeah, now he did what some people do. I've seen it done in the NFL and I've seen it done in college where they don't turn their head around and they're defending, but they just got their arms stuck straight out.
Here's Page, who's waiting on the all clear from the officials. They'll snap this one from what looks like the Panthers' 13-yard line. They're going to try to make sure they've got this football in the right spot. Looks like they may move it back a yard. Some officials talking it over.
So we got some miscommunication and confusion with the officials. No, there's no shortage of it. The players, the officials.
Looks like it shifted back maybe about a yard or half a yard there. Page trying to draw the offsides, and Spartans will look back to their sideline for the play call from offensive coordinator Ben Duncan. 10:49 to go in the third quarter. Here's Page with York along the left hip. Two receivers on either side. Hand off to York. Fakes it. It's going to pitch it off to Carter inside the 10-yard line, who tries to make a break for the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Jake Carter. Jake Carter with another trip to the end zone. It's been a week or two since he's been able to say that, and he's back into the end zone, one of the top receivers in 6A and the leading receiver for this Spartans team. Gets him back in the end zone quickly in this second half. Take a look at this here, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. Fakes the handoff to York, who acts a little bit of extra pass protection for Camden Page. And once Jake Carter fires off the boosters, there's almost no catching him. PAT is up and good for Allen Alec. A perfect night tonight. He's been perfect most of this season. Came into tonight 39 for 41 on PATs, and the Spartans extend their lead 42-6, which should initiate that running clock. And we'll step aside to see if Daviess County can try and strike back here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family. Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back in here to your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Jake Carter gets the reception from Camden Page for another touchdown to put the Spartans up 42-6 with inside 10.5 minutes to go. Should initiate the running clock here to start this second half. Spartans quick to strike, and now they'll kick the football back, and that will be a touchback once again for the Panthers, who maybe all but once, Hamp, have had a chance to return it on a kickoff, and that trend will remain the same. But Jake Carter showing up down the stretch here and starting the second half with a big score to extend the lead for South Warren.
Oh, yeah, absolutely nice. He needed that personally at this point. I'm not getting in the zone. I understand how he could possibly feel. Well, not understand. I sympathize with him because I was a defensive player. I wanted to take him down. So I sympathize with him wanting to get into the end zone at this point in time.
Daviess County set to respond. They'll hand it off to Corbin. Runs it up the right side of the line for a short gain. Looks like about a gain of 2 on the play.
Had a host of Spartans to surround him and take him down. But that was a nice couple yards, though. They needed that in the on the run game.
Gain of a couple makes it 2nd and 8. Running clock in effect, 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. For Daviess County, Spartans lead 42-6. Now already 9 minutes to go in this third quarter. Here's Daviess County. Barker fakes the handoff. He'll pitch it across the center to Hunt, who's brought down quickly by Caden York in that secondary. Great defense by the Spartans, but a solid pass completion there. About a gain of 7. Looks like it'll come up just short. Nope, it'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 8 on the play will shift the chains. Another blowout co first down for Daviess County.
That's all it takes is one step. Next step. Now they're moving the ball. This is what they've been needing to do, and they're getting it right now.
1st and 10 for Daviess County. Looks like that's their 3rd first down of the game. First of this second half. Here's the throw across the middle. Intended target was Jaleel Carter. That one incomplete.
He led his man a little bit too much right there on that one. If he'd have brought it back just a little bit, he'd have made a completion.
Isaiah Bridges with the stop there and the breakaway in coverage on the pass that was intended for Jaleel Carter. Score update in the end of the third quarter. Glasgow 42-0, their lead over the Wildcats. What can you say about the Glasgow Scotties in their first season under head coach Jackson Arnett other than pure dominance?
And because they're the Scotties.
Dogs are barking. Who let the dogs out is Jackson Arnett. Spoiler alert. He's done a great job of that all season. 7.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Here's Barker pitching off the right side. He's got a man there, just overthrown.
Oh.
Intended target was Hudson Foreman and just couldn't scoop it in, and it tips over the top of his hands, and that'll be incomplete, brings up 3rd and 10.
That ball right there is what coaches back in my day would have said. If you get your hands on it, you got to catch it. That was right. That was in his hands. He could have caught it, but I think he was looking upfield because he would have made tremendous yardage if he would have caught that ball. But I think he was just a little excited and let it go. Got his eyes off of it.
Solid placement by Barker. It would have been a great opportunity to turn and run, just like you said, Heb. Would have been Foreman's 5th reception of the season. That one ultimately falls incomplete. Here's 3rd and 10 for Barker, who's immediately under pressure, trying to get the ball out across the middle. That one's caught past the first down marker. That'll shift the chains for Daviess County.
Good pass, good jump and reach catch.
Trayson McGrath with the completion. Good momentum shifter that Daviess County desperately needed. That'd be McGrath's.
This is not the time for the Spartans to start playing soft and feeling like things are just wrapped up, because it's not that simple.
McGrath's have a couple of targets tonight. That's the first one that's gone his way, and it's good enough for a gain of 12. 42-6, Spartans still lead. Here's the handoff to Corbin, trying to go on the run, and Spartans' defensive line puts a stop to it.
Oh, yeah, they sniffed that out as soon as it happened.
Looks like a loss of a couple on that play. Bring up 2nd and 12. 5.5 minutes to go now in this third quarter. 8:41 here Central Time, and as the night continues to descend, it only gets cooler here in Bowling Green. Barker trying to get this ball out. He's got a bailout man there on the right side. It's Hunter Corbin, who looks like he gets back to the 40-yard line, and I think it'll be a loss of 1. They'll bring up 3rd and 13.
Garrison had a lot of Spartans coming down on him, but he was able to get the pass out there, to keep him from losing way more yardage like it would have been.
Inside 5 minutes to go now in this third quarter. 3rd and 13 on the way for the Panthers. Stomps the foot. Here's the snap for Barker. Dropping back, pitches it over the top. That one's intercepted. It's picked off. Here come the Spartans back the other way. Looks like it's going to be another pick six. Flag is thrown in the backfield, but the Spartans make it all the way to the end zone. It's Cole Kuzma. We'll see if the flag is on the Spartans, and it'll get ruled a touchdown. Kuzma with the pick six.
He swooped right in there like a bird going down grabbing a fish out of water.
Looks like the flag was on the Panthers. Spartans decline that penalty. It'll be ruled a touchdown. Extends the lead for the Spartans. And Alan Alec once again taking another trip for another PAT. Fireworks going off to celebrate the extended lead. It's now 48-6. Alec will look to make it 49. Here's the extra point. It's up. And that one is once again good. Alec stays perfect on the night. Let's take a look back at this pick six score, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. If you're watching on our live stream, Barker pitches it over the middle, and Kuzma is there to pick it off. A great read from Kuzma, that middle linebacker. Love to see those linebackers, those bigger guys, get in there and haul in those interceptions.
Well, both linebackers, the past 3 plays have been either in the backfield or have been stopping the run. So they have been doing their job, and I guess it's just right that he ends up with an interception and a pick six. But the Panthers were on a great move right then, and they were on. I mean, you hate to see it just blow up like that for them when they were on a great move down the field.
Kuzma's first interception of the season. 23 tackles, 5 for a loss coming into tonight. No sacks, and now has an interception to add on to his junior season's resume. And with 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter, it's a 49-6 Spartans lead. Spartans will now send this back to Daviess County. Inside 2.5 minutes to go, as this ball is going to Looks like it'll land all the way in the back for a touchback.
I thought he was going to try to grab it and go.
Looked like Jace Hunt thought about it.
He wanted to so bad. I could see it in his eyes from way up here.
Scoring updates from around the region. End of the third quarter, Caverna leads Ballard Memorial 36-0. And into the third quarter, Adair County leads Butler County 28-7. Those are your scoring updates around the region as Daviess County retakes possession with a minute 45 to go in this third quarter, trailing 49-6 to the South Warren Spartans here on their homecoming. Barker in the backfield. Fakes a handoff to Corbin, looks across the flat. He's got a receiver there downfield. It's caught. Good enough for a short gain. On the reception there was Hudson Foreman, his 5th reception of the season.
And this is what they need to do right now. Just keep throwing these little dinks and dunks and get them right there where they need to go. Just get the ball moving a little bit.
And that's good enough for a blowout first down for Daviess County. At about 10 yards onto Foreman's total for the season off his 5th reception. A minute to go in this third quarter. And a good blowout first down. Here's Barker pitching off to the right side. It's caught there by Corbin, trying to wrestle his way past that first down marker. Looks like he got it. He will. Another blowout first down, back-to-back for Daviess County. I believe that's the first time this game they've had back-to-back first downs.
Hey, I think it is.
6 total first downs for Daviess County. 3 turnovers for the Panthers as well. 3 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. Here's the snap. Barker dropping back. He's looking across the middle. He's going to throw it downfield. He's got a man down there.
I knew it.
Incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the defense. Was Aiden Fant, who never looked for the football, and that one's going to get called just about every time.
I think he grabbed a little jersey, too. He was kind of holding him a bit, it looked like.
Final seconds winding down in this third quarter as Daviess County will get the benefits from that penalty, but will flip the field and will step aside with the teams as the Spartans lead 49-6 heading into the final frame here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
You don't just work here.
You show up and you grow.
And to serve your customers well.
We're not just selling cars, we're selling careers and relationships.
Welcome you back here to South Warren High School. It's homecoming for the Spartans, and as we enter this 4th and final quarter, it's the Spartans that lead 49-6, running clock in effect with 12 minutes to go in regulation. Daviess County with possession after a pass interference penalty set up their 1st and 10. Here's a snap for Barker. He's going to pitch it over the top to get it out. He's got Corbin there to bail him out. He's going to try to continue his way to that first down marker, and he's got another one. Shift the chains. Blowout first down once again for Daviess County.
Man, get it to Corbin. get the ball to Corbin, man. Let him make moves because he's been doing his thing right now.
He's got great height. He's got great athleticism. He's continued to make big plays throughout the entire duration of this game. And with about 11 and a half minutes to go, Daviess County looking to carry this momentum to the end zone. They'll snap this one from the Spartans 34. 1st and 10. Here's Barker. He's going to be in motion to the left side. He's looking downfield. He's going to send up a deep shot to Hunt downfield. That pass is broken up, incomplete.
Good defense right there. Good pass, though, really. I mean, he had him right there. Beaming. We just had 2 guys that came in at the last second and brought it down on him. Man, but he was under pressure.
Jordan Bird and Tucker Sears out there in the secondary holding things down and breaking up that pass, what would have otherwise been a easy walk-in touchdown for Jace Hunt. So good defense brings up 2nd and 10 off the incomplete. 10.5 minutes to go in regulation. It's the kind of night you want to see for the Spartans as they near the end of the regular season, undefeated so far. That one, a little bit of a hitch pitch down the sideline. Daviess County going for it inside the 10, but he's thrown to the ground inside the 10-yard line. What a play for the Panthers.
That was absolutely wonderful.
Getting creative. On the catch there was number 56 for Daviess County. That was Caden Tierney. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that had me at a loss for words.
He was bringing the tyranny.
Great little hitch pitch. Okay, take a look at the replay, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Great shot here from Ian Lewis as you see him flick the ball up. Tierney comes rushing by and gets a huge gain on that run. Chance to score here for Daviess County. They're going to pitch it across the middle, incomplete. Just slightly underthrown, and good defense in the secondary by South Warren.
Definitely some good defense. I thought he slipped on the turf there, but definitely good defense.
A little over a 20-yard run there for 56 for Daviess County. That's Tierney to set them up with solid field position. We'll make it 2nd and 5 for 2nd and goal. Here's the stomp. In motion is Hunt. Stepping back is Barker. He's going to pitch it off to the left side in the back corner, and it's picked off, I think, in the end zone.
Big miscommunication. There was absolutely no Panther in the corner of the end zone.
Jordan Bird had great coverage throughout that drive on the secondary for Daviess County, and that time gets another interception in the end zone for the Spartans. Watch the pick here. Just some slight miscommunication. There was an intended target, it looked like downfield. It looked like Jace Hunt. Just wasn't where Garrison Barker expected him to be. And the Spartans with an interception in the end zone is set them up at their own 20 or at their own 20-yard line with a little over 8 minutes to go in regulation. Here's Bell on the snap. That's a low snap for Chase Bell, who has to jump on top of the football. Be a loss of decent amount of yards there and bring up 2nd and long, but good heads-up thinking by the young quarterback.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people would think, hey, how come he didn't pick that ball up and run with it? No, it could have caused a fumble, could have caused so many different things. Get down on the ball and just take the loss.
Loss of 7 on that one, but a good pickup for Chase Bell. It was a low snap for the Spartans. In under center is Easton Irvin, the junior. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Looks like to Jameer Boards, who bounces off a couple defenders. We've seen him put on the spin cycle. Look at him come back to the left side. Continue to make space. Now back up the middle past the 35 before he's brought down. Or 25-yard line.
The way he cut back is what I would have done in Madden.
It's a little hit stick.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Little Saquon Barkley hero medal action.
He hit his inner Barry Sanders, too.
Barry Sanders. 15 yards the gain for Jameer Boards. Sets the Spartans up for 3rd and 2. About 6:45 to go in regulation. Here's Bell. Setting some in motion. He's dropping back, shooting it across the middle. That one incomplete. Just underthrown, and there's a flag thrown late.
Late flag. That was a late flag.
And Jaleel Carter spun around when he heard the whistle blow, and the flag landed right in his hands. I think he didn't know what to do with it. It's kind of like when you're, I don't know, digging dirty socks out of the laundry, and you're like, well, this doesn't match the other one, so he just kind of threw it to the ground. And it'll be a pass interference, looks like, on the Panthers.
I don't know if I seen that. I don't know if I seen that.
Whatever it was, looked like it was away from the play. The intended target on the pass was Cole Helton, the tight end, the sophomore. But it'll be enough to shift the chains for another blowout first down for South Warren. Inside 6 minutes to go in regulation. Lined up on the left hip is Walker Summers, the freshman running back, to Chase Bell. And it looks like that'll be an offside or a false start. Looks like on South Warren, 5-yard penalty will send them backwards after that pass interference. Couple more score updates. Late in the fourth quarter, Adair County leads Butler County 35-7. Into the third quarter, Franklin Simpson leads Allen County Scottsville 42-0. And into the third quarter, Monroe leads Greene County 47-7. First and 15 for the Spartans. Here's the handoff to Summers. Heads up the right side, tries to follow his lineman through. Looks like they got to about the 43 or 42-yard line. So again, almost back to that original line of scrimmage. About a gain of 4 for Summers. 5 minutes to go now in regulation for the Spartans. 2nd and 12. Looks like 2nd and 11 from here. 4:45 to go in regulation. Spartans looking to run down the clock. 19 on the play clock. Still plenty of time to get a playoff. Spartans trying to put away a big one here and stay undefeated on the season. Oh, low snap again for Chase Bell, who has to run into the backfield and scoop it up. And that'll be a loss of, well, looks to be about at least 8 or 9 yards that time around. It will bring up 3rd and long. So all that yardage they gained back now lost once again, and a loss of a down as well.
Yeah, now they're starting to make small mental errors. And I'm wondering if it's, and I don't think that it is, the starting lineup. I don't think the starting lineup is in right now.
No, it looks like a lot of young guys in. We mentioned under center. It's no longer Xavier Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Be a 13-yard loss. Under center currently for the Spartans is number 57. It's Easton Irvin, the junior, who normally doesn't take a whole lot of snaps in that position. It'll be a timeout called by South Warren with 3:48 to go here in regulation. Spartans lead 49-6. Looking to put this one away, remain undefeated, 9-0 on the year. This would be the most points the Spartans have let up since their game on the road against Hopkinsville, where they won 33-21. It would be the second fewest they have allowed on the season, should Daviess County not score for the remaining 3.5 minutes or so left here in regulation. 2 shutouts on the season for the Spartans. One of those just last week against Central Hardin. The other a couple of weeks ago on the road against Pulaski County, where they took the win 35-0. And what a strong run through 6A these Spartans have had in their first year, leading off the year against Bryan Station on the road in Lexington in the eCampus.com Bowl. Took the win 56-35, and they're going to look to do the same thing here. That pass completed over the top to Helton from Bell on 3rd down. Looks like it'll get them back to that original line of scrimmage and bring up 4th and 10. Gain of 14 on that pass completion to Helton. Young man, the son of Western Kentucky Hilltopper head coach Tyson Helton.
Tyson Helton.
We were talking about volleyball earlier. I almost said Travis Hudson.
Man.
Got things mixed up. About 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Here's Chase Bell in the quarterback slot on the delayed snap. Snap was low. He's under pressure, and he gets brought down in a hurry. Good pressure from Daviess County. Looks like that was Josh Coffey on the play.
Coffey got him a sack in there, man. He had to bring the pressure. He didn't look like he was too excited about it, but it was a good play, man. He stopped the Spartans from moving on, and now it's, turnover on downs, and got him back on the field. Could possibly get in the end zone here. It's a good field position.
Scoring updates around the region after that turnover forced on 4th down from Daviess County on a strong defensive stop. A final score, Glasgow dominates Edmondson County 57-0. It's the Dogs that can win over the Wildcats at home to continue their undefeated winning ways. Here's Barker dropping back, surveying for a lead, fires it downfield to Jace Hunt, and it's caught! Touchdown, Jace Hunt. What a way to respond, and what a catch.
Hey, Jace has been waiting for this all night long.
Take a look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. What a pass downfield. And what a play by Jace Hunt to haul in this touchdown. Great effort and a great play by number 0.
Man, he's been waiting for that all night long. I've seen him. I've seen him several times. Like, put it in my hands. Put the ball in my hands and let me do my thing.
Jess Hunt's 7th touchdown reception of the season. And as the Panthers most often do, they're going to go for 2 here. In motion is Hunt to the right side. Here's Barker. He's going to look for him here in the right corner. It's caught. 2-point conversion is good. That'll make it 49-14 with a minute to go here in regulation. Time is still winding down. A minute to go now in game time. More points put onto the board here for Daviess County. I believe that was about a 30-some-odd passing touchdown.
You think they'll risk an onside kick?
They may try to go for it. They can get some time to get the ball in play. They got about 40 seconds to go in regulation. It's 37 yards. The passing touchdown complete to Jace Hunt, his 7th of the season. And the clock continues to run. 30 seconds now. Panthers may not have time here to get it returned. 20 seconds. May not have time here for the kickoff. 15 seconds to go in regulation. 10 seconds to go. Looks like the Panthers may just get it set. 5 seconds to go. They may attempt the onside kick here. 3 seconds. They'll get it off in time. It's going to land right in the hands of Justin Capps. Bounce out, but the Spartans are able to jump on top of it. It's Malik Butler who finishes it off and seals the win for the Spartans. They stay undefeated on the year with a final score of 49-14 here on homecoming. The fireworks sounding off in the back, the sound of victory for South Warren here tonight. And as they take to center field and high five exchange between either team, we'll step aside and be back for our post-game show right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back here to South Warren High School, wrapping up our homecoming coverage here in Spartan country. It's South Warren that takes the win, 49-14. Their undefeated season continues, 9-0 on the year, as they will host Logan County next week to try to stay undefeated on the season. We got a couple of key stats for you to look out here on our post-game show as we wrap up our coverage. Taking a look at the comparisons for both these teams stat-wise, the Spartans came out swinging in the second quarter and just never let up. Passing yards, at least by our numbers, 119 total through the air, 155 on the ground for the Spartans, 274 total, 17 first downs for the Spartans, as well as those 3 turnovers, 5 turnovers by comparison for Daviess County. 157 passing yards, 15 rushing, 172 total for Daviess County, only 8 first downs, many of those coming in that final quarter and a half or so for the Panthers. Ultimately, it's the Spartans whose offense rolls to give them the 9-0 win with 49 points scored. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the, hold on, I'm counting in my head, Hamp, 5th time this season that the Spartans have scored 40 or more points so far on the season. So
sure is.
45 or more, actually. 45 or more. So Spartans' offense has just been firing on all cylinders.
Well, they had great help from their defense to get a couple extra scores in there for them. We look at Caden York with 2 interceptions and a pick 6, and then Cole Kuzman comes in with another pick 6. I mean, that defense helped bring on the score a little bit and get that clock running a little bit earlier. Daviess County, their defense did all right today. They just were a little overpowered, and just once things just got rolling, they just were on the field for a long time. And when you get on the field for a long time, it brings you down and wears you out.
So last 2 games will be on the road for Daviess County's first season under head coach Daviess Wallace, his first year with the program. They fall to 4-5 here tonight as the Spartans stay undefeated, 9-0. We gave you those stats, and as we did, we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll take a look at maybe some of those highlights and also, once again, preview our game next Thursday, which will wrap up our regular season coverage of our games of the week. It's been an exciting time for us so far this season, and camp, it's only going to get colder, but that means the football is only going to get better, and we'll have all your coverage right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network when we come back.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait. The dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia. During the Kia Fall Savings Event, qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back here to our post-game coverage on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. As we wrap up, we give you all the scores from around the region. Of course, here at South Warren High School, Spartans take the win 49-14, the final score, and some other scores around the region. In the fourth quarter, Bowling Green leads Grayson County 42-12. They've all but clinched the district title in 5A, and Greenwood trails East Robertson 26-9 in the fourth quarter. A lot of action going on just across town at Warren Central. Barron County leads 38-26 over the Dragons in the fourth quarter. Still ongoing in that battle into the third quarter. Logan County leads Warren East 35-8. A final score from Franklin Simpson. The Wildcats beat the Patriots of Allen County Scottsville 42-7. Glasgow stays undefeated under first-year head coach Jackson Arnett 57-0. The final over Edmondson County, and a final between Adair and Butler. Adair County wins 35-14. Those are your scores from around the region. And Hamp, it's something we look forward to doing every single week. We get to crown our player of the game, presented by Warren RECC and NCTC. Tonight's player of the game is none other than Caden York, who had a heck of a night. The yards may not jump off the screen, 56 yards, but 3 total touchdowns, 2 interceptions, including a pick 6 in those interceptions as well. Caden York was all over the ball on both sides of the playing field. You see this on your screen now. There's the pick 6 back-to-back plays he had in 30-second span, Caden York, to win, or to add on to the pylon there for South Warren that really got them going in that second quarter. And that is why Caden York is tonight's player of the game. For your high-speed internet needs, choose NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. It's fast, reliable service with a hometown touch. Congratulations, Caden York. You're tonight's player of the game. And as we wrap up our coverage here of basically what is week 9 of the high school football season, Spartans stay undefeated. We're not going to have to go very far. We'll be right back here next Thursday, the night before Halloween, for maybe a spooky matchup between the 6A Spartans and the 4A Logan County Cougars, 2 of the top teams in their region, 2 of the top teams in this area facing off to end their regular seasons. Hamp, it's sure to be an exciting time. You can tune in for kickoff at 7 p.m. Our pregame coverage will start about 6:30 right here on the 7 Mountain Sports YouTube channel and Facebook page, as well as over the radio waves. And Hamp, final thoughts before we wrap up on the performances that we've seen tonight.
Man, it's been an awesome season. It's now getting cold the way that it's supposed to. But like you said, it only means that football is getting greater, and we have playoffs coming up, man, and it's just an exciting time. This is the time right here where we dig in deep.
When the temperature starts getting low, the football starts ramping up. This is when it gets at its best, when the teams start putting it all on the line to continue their seasons. It's make or break. And for the Spartans, an undefeated season comes with a lot of expectations, and they'll look to continue that next week against Logan County. Of course, a huge thank you to our sponsors, Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia, Aqualand Pool and Spa, Morgantown Bank and Trust, the Blowout Co., Edmonton State Bank, Toyota of Bowling Green, State Farm Agent Will Coker, and NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. It's with their support that we're able to bring you all this awesome coverage tonight, whether you're tuned into our live stream or over the radio waves. We appreciate you for tuning in however you're able to for each of our games of the week throughout this entire season. It's been a great time for Big Ham, Matthew Clark, Ian Lewis, who was up on the game cam on the roof. We appreciate you for tuning in to tonight's coverage from South Warren High School, and we will be right back here next Thursday. But it's the Spartans who take the win tonight, 49-14 over the Daviess County Panthers. I'm Ryan Murphy signing off for now. We'll see you Thursday night as the Spartans host Logan County. Good night, everybody.